Mega Mike the Movie Man here with an awesome live stream today. Today we have our top 5 Spielberg ranking live stream. So how this stream is going to work, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our panel of guests to kind of introduce themselves and promote their channel a little bit. And then we're going to go through 5 rounds pulling our favorite Spielberg titles, starting with number 5 and then working our way up to first place. As I go through each of these rounds too, feel free to leave in the comments any questions, anything dealing with Spielberg or Spielberg movies. And after each round, I'll definitely address the comments, but please keep it specific to Spielberg titles. But let's get right into this. Let me bring in our first guest who I've been on, other streams before, so no stranger to the channel here. Let's bring in Tim. How we doing, Tim?
Doing good. I'm pumped to talk about Spielberg. There might be, but I felt like I was underrepresented. I didn't have this on at first, everyone, but I put it on. It's cold here. It's cold in the Northeast. Yeah. So excuse my slobbish appearance, but I do have Jurassic Park on.
All right. Awesome. And then anything you wanted to say about your channel at all?
Yay, movies. That's all I got.
All right, definitely. And everybody, the channel links are in the description for all my amazing panel guests. So let's go ahead and bring in our next guest here. I think making his debut on the channel, but I've been on his trivia before. So let's bring Huck in the house. How we doing, Huck?
Good. I'm doing great. I'm so pumped to finally be on your channel. Very excited. Got a great group tonight. And talking about literally my favorite director of all time, Steven Spielberg. So I'm very pumped. Very pumped.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's bring in another debut to the channel. We got Tony in here, Basement Blues. How we doing out there? You pumped for this?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I love Spielberg and definitely excited to talk about my favorite.
All right. And then we got to bring in my physical media sensei in the house, making his debut on my channel as well. You guys know him, I am sure. Mid-level media, how we doing out there? Oh, we got Phone Home Ken today.
Be good. Hey, what's up, man? A lot of debuts tonight.
I know.
I'm excited to be here on your channel for the first time, Mega Mike, talking Spielberg movies. He's okay. I mean, as a director, he's okay. He's got a couple. He's got one or two good movies.
He's fine.
For sure. Got a few in there.
He's no Robert Zemeckis, but I'm excited to talk about Spielberg and his filmography for sure. He's got a few bangers in there, a few bangers. So thank you for having me on.
Oh, of course, and thank you all once again for joining here. But last but not least, we got, of course, Bob. How we doing out there, Bob?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good,
Howdy,
good.
Bob.
So, Tim, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while since we've done a stream together.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a little strange, and I got Mid-Levolution in here too. So
I was to say, I don't want to address the elephant in the room here, but on the
kept
bottom,
us three down at the bottom. I like
the hottest faction in all of the Bluetooth community.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Otherwise, this top row is going to take over. Come on, Mike and Tim. We'll start our own thing.
Yes, we will have to come up with a name for our top row. Absolutely.
Hey, I heard you talking about sexy redheads earlier on your stream today.
Yeah.
Who, Huck?
Yeah, Huck was talking about Hollywood does redheads dirty.
They do. They do. They got Riverdale. They got that tool bag. It's not even a redhead. And they spray paint his head red and go, hey, you're Archie. Remember the redhead guy? I'm like, asshole. No redhead. Oh, the days of Ron Howard are over.
All right. So let's get right into this because I don't want to keep my panel members too long here. So we're going to be starting with number 5, and I'm going to let Tim take it away.
All right, so we had a group chat going for this stream, and I posted yesterday that I was watching a certain title, and I said I didn't say I'm picking it, but Huck saw right through me. I am going number 5 with Always from 19.
You're a total dick.
So I show the statue off whenever I can, but I am a huge Audrey Hepburn fan. You get Audrey Hepburn in her last role ever. And then you have still a stellar cast: Holly Hunter, Richard Dreyfuss, John Goodman. This movie covers all of the bases. You have really funny comedy, absolutely heart-touching drama, and really stellar action scenes. This movie checks all of the boxes. It's an absolute blast. Audrey is amazing. She got $1 million for that role, and she donated all of it to UNICEF. So she was a remarkable person. But yeah, I love the movie. It's great. John Goodman's amazing in it. Richard Dreyfuss is amazing. Like the whole cast, so on point. If you have not seen Always, check it out. I guarantee you will like it.
Yeah, see, that's a title I've never seen. So you put on my.
We're doing our
radar.
top 5 right now.
Ken, wake up.
Top
Let's
5?
go. Yeah,
That's
we
top
just
5?
started, Ken. We just started. Let's go.
Tim, you've seen some of Spielberg's other movies, right?
Dude, Always, it's
What?
so good. So, for anyone that
I don't
doesn't
know, I
know,
haven't seen
plot wise too,
You haven't-
it's a pilot that is.
I like
killed
the
and-
song by Saliva. It's pretty good.
Oh my
I haven't,
God.
I haven't seen the movie though.
But plot wise, it's a pilot that dies, and his spirit has to be the inspiration for another pilot, but it gets involved with the woman he left behind after he died. It is such a touching, heartfelt movie. And yes, it is top 5 worthy, damn it. So I'm sticking with that.
I got a question
Okay.
for Tony. Is that it looks like he's got some kind of tarp there. Is that a magic trick you're going to perform later?
No, that's actually my display. That's my reversible bear trap on top.
Oh, okay.
A little tiny, so you might not be able to see
gotta
it.
do something with that to get your
It
money's
looks
worth.
pretty small from
It was
here.
$320. It's got to be displayed.
Hell yeah. I love it.
All right, Huck, take it away.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me just put this down here. All right. I completely agree with you, Tim. I love Always. It is an unsung film that just isn't talked about enough. I think it's fantastic. But anyway, I saw it through you, man. That's fine. So I'm going to start with Minority Report with Tom Cruise. This is such a we're just going to steal each other's first ones. Love this film. It is such a great collaboration between these two. Colin, I always get the Collins mixed up. Colin Farrell, Samantha Morton. Great sci-fi film that just kicks butt, man. Just the vision in this film is fantastic. The roles that they play is so super cool. And I love seeing the other stuff that they do. We won't get into those collabs just yet, but this was really great. I don't know if you guys have seen Minority Report, but isn't this, I think it's based on, is that a Philip K. Dick thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Minority Report. That's my new number 5. Thanks, Tim.
Well, bravo for having Always in there. Because
Oh yeah. Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
get talked about much.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Minority Report in like the longest time, so I totally forgot Tom Cruise was in it. But
I haven't seen Minority Report in probably 10 years, and I don't own it on Blu-ray. I have no idea why I don't own it on Blu-ray, but maybe because I'm waiting for a 4K. I just feel like that's one they'll do.
Oh, it'll be a good one if they do.
I have to mention this, by the way. I forgot, since Derek is in here. So I was talking with Derek in DMs earlier, and he legitimately, he's watching this, and he already knows my top 5 because he guessed it in order without hints. So bravo to
He
Derek.
also has severe depression for not being invited into the stream.
Wow, Mike. Wow.
everybody's always invited. Just hit me up on Instagram. Let me know.
We all miss out on some streams. It's okay.
All right.
Can't get invited to them all.
All right, Bob, take it away.
Oh, me? Okay. All right. All right. So my number 5 is going to probably, I guess, upset some people. I just rewatched it. I'm going to go with E.T.
What?
Why would
I
that
think
upset people?
I can't even remember watching that as a kid. I could barely remember it, and I couldn't remember a single thing. So it's probably been 26 or 27 years since I had seen it, and it's good. I enjoyed it. Maybe I waited too long to like rewatch it, but yeah, that's my number 5. I enjoyed it. It's obviously in my top 5, but I also haven't seen like 30 or 20 Spielberg movies. So, and I was pretty limited because most of my movies are being boxed up. So I luckily had 5 of his films still out. But that's my number 5.
Wow.
Looks like
What is that? That teddy bear?
Yeah,
Him
what is
behind
that?
all the stuffed animals?
Oh, that's funny.
I couldn't see
cool.
him. I could only see the stuffed animals.
So strange.
I didn't have the
looking
context.
Glow or
Yeah.
something.
But
Oh, it's his heart glowing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really nice.
It shows up really well on the print. You'd almost think it's like neon-ish. It's an awesome print. So I just figured I would show some prints tonight for certain movies, and yeah.
I was actually Nick movie AV Impulse, right, Tim?
Yeah. Yep.
He is like he foams at the mouth over your poster collection. He loves it. He was telling me today, he's like, I like watching Tim just for his poster collection alone. Like he loves your poster collection, man.
It's an addictive hobby.
If he's actually foaming at the mouth, he really needs to go get that taken care of.
He
That
does.
could be a serious sign of something else.
Bob, you need to watch ET again. I just want to tell you that when you get home from work tonight, as you're falling asleep from exhaustion, pop an ET. Do it. You'll love it.
I gotta rewatch some other movies.
Nope. ET. Forget
All
about
right, on that note,
ET, right?
Are we doing any honorable mentions?
we can. We want to do a little bonus round
Well, I
at
don't
the
want to
end.
steal somebody else's if they got it in their top 5. I'll bring it up later if nobody talks about it. I'm of course going to talk about first Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. No, I'm just joking. The Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's the one I had the most fun with when I watched them all. I had seen all these movies when I was a teenager, so it wasn't a first-time watch. But when I watched them last year on 4K, it felt like a first-time watch, and this was the one I loved the most. It felt the most different. It was definitely the darkest of the trilogy. It just had the coolest look and aesthetic to it. And I'm a big Willie fan. I don't care to admit it. I like Kate Capshaw in this movie, and I think she's the best indie girl of the whole franchise. That might be a hot take, but I do love it.
And short round is great.
Hey,
Short round, everybody. I love it. It's kind of like a horror film. It's kind of like a Indiana Jones horror film. It's just very dark.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off now on this. I haven't seen any of the Indiana Jones films yet. I was telling them in the group chat because I'm going to watch them all for the first time when the 5th one comes out. I got them all on 4K. I
can't say nothing about that because, like I said, it was pretty much like the first time when I watched them this year. But
nope,
I'm going to watch them all just next year, right before the 5th one comes out. I'm just going to check them all for it.
Bob.
Knowing your taste, Bob, I think you might like the first 3 a decent amount. I don't know if you'll like 4.
I believe I'll like it.
I'll say this: I like Crystal Skull, and I rewatched it last year, and it's not that bad. Maybe it's because I wasn't a big Indiana Jones fan, so I didn't feel like a slap in the face. I think it's a fun movie. It's just not as good as the other.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in theaters, and I fell asleep, and I walked out of the theater halfway through.
For me, the deviation away from the Christian artifacts into aliens. Didn't really.
Shia LaBeouf.
I was okay with Shia, but it was other than like the monkey swing.
I saw that movie on my honeymoon. My wife and I saw it on my honeymoon. So I'll always have a somewhat fond memory of it.
Yeah, they lost me on the alien part. Once it went sci-fi, that's where I was off board. But up to that point, I'm like, I was all right with it.
I've been hearing terrible things about the 5th one, though. Like the ending, I guess they have 20 different endings or something, or 5 different endings, and nobody liked it.
I cannot believe the 5th one's going to be bad. I won't believe that because it's directed by James Mangold. He hasn't made a bad movie, so I can't see that movie being bad. Maybe it'll be disappointing, but I don't think it'll be a bad.
Just the test screenings, I guess, just the audience, but that's just test screenings. I never listen to, even when everybody hates a movie. If I want to see it, I'm going to see it. I don't care what other people think. I'm going to give it my own judgment.
I'm going to watch 5, and I like the franchise a ton. But who asked for 80-some-year-old Harrison Ford still as an action star?
Harrison did.
He's like,
I got one more in me.
Isn't he supposed to be the Red Hulk too? Right?
Yeah.
The news that's out there. So
But once it becomes Red Hulk, it'll all be CG. He's like, I'm gonna go to my trailer. Smoke some weed.
I don't know why they won't do. Look, we've gotten Han Solo, we've gotten Indy. Why can't we get Air Force 1 too? Harrison Ford.
Air
off
Force
my
One.
Stole my
plane.
plane.
Ah, you know. That'd be
All
awesome.
right, Tony, you're up.
Okay, so my number 5, of course, is very nostalgic for me. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is my little Christmas tree ornament VHS
Nice.
tape. Kind of hard to see, but you can see it right there. But I grew up. I watched these when they first came out in the theater. So this right here was Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't know why they put Indiana Jones on it because it was Raiders of the Lost Ark. As you can see right there, Raiders of the Lost Ark. No Indiana Jones. But I love this one. It was the start of a franchise, a really good adventure film. Our first time seeing Harrison Ford do something other than Han Solo. And so that's my number 5.
Actually,
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I got a Raiders VHS tape.
You know, Ken's
Look at that.
imitation of Harrison Ford in
I
Air
do too.
Force One,
Oh,
and I just saw
fired.
Bell say, "Get off my lawn." Reminds me of Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Yeah.
it is actually fun. We talked Harrison Ford though too. He adores the role of Indiana Jones and couldn't possibly care less about Han Solo.
Right.
that's pretty funny. Like he went to Chris Pratt apparently and's like, you will not play Indiana Jones. That's my role. But Han Solo, I don't care who the hell. I don't care about that role at all.
That's funny. Tony, no, that's a good pick, man. I got that's in my stack too. That's it's one of my perfect films.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
great.
And it's so good. He's perfect in that. And to think Tom Selleck was almost Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Thank God for Magnum PI keeping him from doing it.
Yes,
It's good, but is it as good as Temple of Doom?
it is. To me,
To
it is.
some,
No.
no. To others, maybe.
Almost fell asleep in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh damn!
Temple of Doom woke me up.
Shots fired.
Takes him ripping a heart out. All right, Mike, what you got?
All right, so nobody chose my choice, so that's cool. But yeah, gonna go with Schindler's List. To me, this is like only one of 2 movies in history that justify an over 3-hour runtime. I don't think a minute's wasted. I'm intrigued the entire movie. I think this is Liam Neeson's best performance, and I just love how it's filmed with it being in black and white. It's just told really well. Yeah, it can be a tough watch, of course, because of the subject matter. So it's not like one I can always pull off the shelf. But when I do, I always appreciate the filmmaking, how the story's told. And I do like the character arc of Liam Neeson's Schindler. So just kind of seeing a lot of heart-wrenching moments. I mean, it gets me really emotional when I watch the movie. So it's a tearjerker for sure in a lot of parts. But once again, I just love how it's put together. And so, yeah, how to pull Schindler's List, and the 4K is excellent on it. So I don't know if anybody else would pick that one, but I had to get it on the list somehow.
That's a great one.
I have it. I just haven't I haven't had the chance to watch it. See, I wanted to get to more of these for the stream, but I was only able to rewatch 2 of his films. Just too busy.
I haven't rewatched it since I was probably a teenager, and I don't remember it. I remember it, being pretty boring to me when I was like 15 or 16 watching it. So I do want to revisit it because I do have the 4K.
Yeah,
It's
my
not
buddy
good for
had
that
one,
teenage
yeah.
audience,
No.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
not
think it was for
demographic.
me.
It's like, we couldn't get the
I
18
do
to
remember
20.
thinking Liam Neeson was really good in it, but
Yeah, and it is a movie you kind of have to like plan your day around because it is such a long movie. Like it's not like, I'm falling asleep, let me put on Schindler's List. Like it's no, like I gotta plan a day for it, All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these comments. And wow, we got a ton of comments. So let's go through these.
Good
All
luck.
right, convicted cinephile. Can't wait to watch this great panel of fantastic Spielberg fans and Bob.
And Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know where the shade is on that, freaking Derek.
Uh,
All right, Craig saying hi, Mike. All right, got mid-level. What up, everyone? All right, hello, Dell. What's up?
Fidel.
Silent Attacker. I think brand new to my channel. First time seeing this name. Hey, Ken and Bob. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, Holland Oates.
What's up, Holland?
Holland. What's up, buddy?
Hisham says, "Why Steven Spielberg never make a superhero movie?" Actually, I heard, I don't know if it's rumors or something, that's maybe a possibility in the future,
Could
right?
be.
Like maybe a Superman movie from Spielberg.
That's-
I would love to see that, just because
That's
I'm a
the
big
rumor.
superhero fan.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because that is, and he's done so many genres, except, I mean, he hasn't done that superhero genre yet, so that'd be cool to see. Ahoy there, movie geeks. Ahoy. R. All right, let's see. Silent Attacker says, yeah, Steven Spielberg is awesome. What Spielberg movie makes me disappointed? I don't think I've ever been super disappointed by a Spielberg movie. I mean, like
Probably
Kingdom
have to be
Skull
Crystal Skull.
towards the end, but I mean, other than that, to me, Spielberg has made like all good to great movies. So
Yeah, I couldn't get into BFG, but well, everything else is pretty much great.
I really do like BFG. By the way, it's not in my top 5, but I watched. My daughter was like 2 when that movie came out. I probably watched it like every day for like 2 months or something. So it kind of has a little nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
all right, we got Evil Kangaroo here. Hey, Mike, Bob, and all excited for the show, though I might not be able to stay for the whole show. No worries, Evil Kangaroo. You can always watch the replay later as well.
No excuses, Evil Kangaroo.
I love that name, Evil Kangaroo.
I know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
Evil Kangaroo, he is an awesome fan. He made a jack-o'-lantern out of my logo. So just for that, amazing Evil Kangaroo. Thank you.
Why does that sound like the next Walmart horror movie? Evil Kangaroo
It already is. They have
Totally
2
could be.
sequels
It
to it
probably
already.
with a
already is.
slip cover.
Yeah.
Man,
All
slipcover
right.
makes it good.
He's no Bobby Z. Yep, that's what was said. We're gonna have to do a stream now on Bobby Zemeckis. I'm already thinking about that one now.
Ooh, I would have had a field day with that.
All right, Courtney, serious question. Why wasn't Convicted Cinephile invited? I'm sorry, I only have six spots. I'm cheap. I got the free plan
Drop
on
the ball, Mike.
StreamYard, okay? I'm gonna
Drop
have
the
to
ball.
upgrade and get like the 9 plan eventually. But yeah. Don't worry, we'll get Convicted.
You know, I
Cinephile
pay
on
for that
here.
damn thing, and I haven't done a stream in like 3 weeks. Wasting money.
Yeah.
All right. Geriatric Geek. Hello, fellows from North Las Vegas. Great group of movie people. Ooh, I'm going to go out to Vegas soon, I think. All right, let's see. Mika. Hello, Mika. So, hi, everyone. Can't wait to see if one of you guys
Mika.
my favorite Spielberg. Well, what?
I already know what it is.
I do not know.
Tony knows. Are you going to pick it, Tony?
Oh, it's my number 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
I thought E.T. would be your number 1.
Well, you never know.
All right, Silent Tiger says Jurassic Park, E.T., Jaws, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan are my favorites. Okay, so you got Schindler's List on yours as well. Awesome. Yeah, that's a good list. All right, Adrian James says, hey there, fellas.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Ooh, Dell Movies in the house. Christina Hendricks, my favorite redhead.
Nice.
What?
redhead.
Sorry, Huck.
What? Come on. Just give me a top 5, like Spielberg.
All right, Craig says Steven Spielberg was inspired by Ray Harryhausen, who inspired you to love. Oh, that is such a big question, Craig. We will not have time to answer that right now.
E.T.
Great question. I'm gonna have to think
Thomas.
about that one. Let's see. Mika says yes, Dell. Love her, gorgeous. All right. Hall and Oates, Wendy's.
Wendy's my favorite redhead.
I know he's talking about
the
the first.
fast food chain. I was like, I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, Wendy from what? Like Peter Pan or something? I don't.
You can always count for Holland for pretty good jokes. Like he makes
Any
it.
one-liners he's got are just
Yeah.
on point.
Oh, E.T. So E.T. is getting some love out there. All right.
Yeah.
Dell says absolutely, Mika. Okay. What Steven Spielberg movie makes you scared? I don't think he's done a horror movie, like straight up horror movie, has he?
No,
I mean, besides Jurassic Park, but
War
like,
of the
that is kind of
Worlds.
horror a little bit. But
I'd say War of the Worlds probably has
War of the
some
Worlds
most-
has some good horror. in it,
that's-
I would say.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty terrifying.
all right, Mika says I haven't seen Always. It is added to the watch list. Yep,
Oh,
added to
Mika,
mine too.
I got to know what you think about it whenever
Yes.
you watch it.
All right, I'm watching Fablemans tonight. I'm so jealous. So I totally set this stream and thinking that I was going to be able to see the Fablemans because I saw the date was okay. It's like the 11th release date, I think, something like that. But then I found out, oh no, that was only in like New York and LA areas, and I'm like, wow, that does me no good. So now I'm gonna have to watch the Fablemans when it comes out Thanksgiving week. But
Yeah,
I'm excited for the Fablemans.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dell
that's great.
pointed out that Jaws is horror.
Yeah,
So,
Oh, yeah,
that's
there we go.
scary.
That's right.
It was on
Totally
Tim's
slipped
horror
my
list.
mind.
So.
I guess
It was, and I didn't even think about it as horror. I don't know why.
Yeah, it totally slipped
Yeah.
my mind. Yeah.
Tim.
It's funny because it is horror, but I think about it with summer in. I don't think about summer and horror.
I don't think about
It's
it
a
as being a
summer
horror
beach
movie.
movie.
either. I think about it
I
as
don't
being
think
more
of
of
it
an adventure
being
movie.
scary though. Yeah.
All right, Convict the Cinephile says always is a remake of one of Spielberg's favorite movies. Okay, say I had no idea.
Yeah, what a kid or something named Joe. I can't remember. It's a 1943 movie.
Yeah.
Is Minority
Yeah.
Report a remake as well or no?
It's an adaptation.
It's it's from a Philip K. Dick thing. Let's see.
All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, Minority Report was my favorite film for a while. See, I need to go back and see it. It's been such a long time.
There you go, Derek. Good call.
I didn't know Spielberg directed Minority Report, but I really like it. There we go. All right, glad to see Bob. It's been 50 years. All right, Cinema Man. Oh, I think Cinema Man's first time joining here on one of my live streams. Thank you for being here. My
Cinema Man, he was there this morning.
Cooling the Tom Cruise Spielberg. War of the Worlds is underrated. It grows on you with feeling. See, I need to see that one again because I remember watching it when I was young. And I just remember, like, didn't the aliens die because of, like, not having water or something? I
It was
thought that
because
was,
of water.
No,
oh,
that's,
it's because of water. Yeah, something like that. I just like, oh.
Isn't that what did
The
they?
original one, though, it kind of just they die from the bacteria in the air. It just ends.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the same thing in War of the Worlds, the Tom Cruise one. Water signs.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Maybe.
the bacteria.
Is it bacteria?
In the water.
Okay, for some
Is it
reason,
bacteria
it's
in water?
in water. Okay.
Tim, was that you
Bacteria.
who ripped Signs a new one?
I freaking hate signs.
What?
Signs
You
is
didn't know
garbage,
that?
dude.
Yeah, you hate
M.
a
Night
lot-
Shyamalan signs?
Hey,
He
we
hates-
gotta
Oh,
sign up for the Shyamalan.
hates-
Reel these people in.
All right, so
Tim, I'm not even
we're
gonna have this
talking
conversation. I'm
about-
not
we're
having
talking
this
about beings
conversation.
that
He
have-
muted you,
No,
Tim. You're
we're not
muted.
talking about Shyamalan.
We're talking about beings that have conquered making interstellar travel, and they come
Did
to a
they?
planet that is 70% water and rains down liquid death. I mean,
The
Dumbass.
reasoning for
it's
hating
so
the entire
stupid.
movie is just the ending.
It's
That's like-
stupid.
that's
It's
the
a
last
stupid
5
movie.
minutes.
Oh God, it's a
You're
terrible
not
movie.
taking into account the incredible atmosphere and tension and acting performances. That's one of Mel Gibson's best performances.
I
by
think Tim
far.
wants to swing
Joaquin
away
Phoenix,
right now.
Like that whole
Swing
cast
away,
is freaking
Tim.
incredible.
Ugh.
The movie's
The
scary as hell.
entire
The score
movie
is incredible. The direction is incredible. But you're going to throw all that away because you don't like a plot point that's injected at the end.
A plot point. The damn things shouldn't even be on the planet. Why the hell are
They
they
miscalculated.
They miscalculated.
They were going for Mars. It had
Timothy,
no water. It had
how
no water
dare
there.
you?
They just
Oh,
veered
fuck
off.
signs. I'm sorry. I hate that movie.
Well, hold on. Well, take yourself back to when you first watched it. How did you feel about it up until that point?
Sorry, Mike. This is going to go 3 hours.
Oh, no worries. You're all good.
How did you feel about it up until
Swing
that point?
away.
You remember
Tim,
liking
swing
it?
away, Tim.
That
Swing away.
it's fine. Is what I thought at the time. I didn't think it was anything special. I don't like M. Night Shyamalan. I think M. Night Shyamalan made one good movie. One. That's it.
Timothy.
All right. On that note, 'cause
Let's
I
go.
know Tim enjoys talking. We will have Tim go into our next one. All right, Tim, you are up on
It's not going to be
fourth
signs.
favorite.
He's going to pull
Spielberg
sign.
title.
Here it is.
If there is ever an M. Night Shyamalan
Sounds a
stream, I want
masterpiece.
no part of it.
Sounds a masterpiece.
Duly noted.
Straight up.
All right. So, geez, now it feels weird just transitioning. But my next one, I'm going with the movie. Oh wait, not that one. I'm going with
Joyride.
Duel.
Tim, what are you doing throwing Blu-rays, especially of Joyride? It doesn't
Tim
have
likes to throw
release.
Blu-rays around.
It's okay. There's a
You
pillow on the
You just
floor.
cracked the Amaray case.
So
Nobody
what?
says
They're
candy
replaceable.
cane.
It
in
has a
that
loose
one.
disc now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like a $5 movie. Anyways, Duel.
Wow. $5.
Tim, the disrespect for Paul Walker.
That's a
and
lot of
Joyride.
money to some people, Tim.
All right.
Not
Legally
you over there.
SB.
We're talking Duel here, damn it. All right. So
Focus.
1971 Duel. This is one of the first TV movies to actually become a theatrical movie after the fact because it did so damn well. They actually recorded extra scenes to lengthen the time, and it went theatrical, and it did great because Duel is freaking awesome. It is the better version of Joyride. It is suspenseful the entire time. There's an awesome diner scene where the trucker is in there. He doesn't know who it is. So good. So good. This movie will look amazing in 4K. Dennis Weaver kills it. Complete tension the whole time. So if you haven't seen Duel, check it out. There.
Tim, of course, that would.
Take it easy, Tim. Just dropping shit everywhere.
So I'm confused. Are we supposed to be picking 5 that we've never seen? Spielberg films we've never seen?
No.
your favorite.
Nobody's picking their legitimate top 5 Spielberg. We're all
I
trying to
am.
pick stuff that's
No,
nobody else is gonna pick.
I'm choosing my legitimate ones here.
Duel? Yeah,
I don't
need to
believe
grab
that.
You don't.
Is it like the last
What
Duel?
I'll say
I've seen that
right
one.
now that I left 2 huge ones off my list because I knew that I figured everybody would have them. But if everybody does that, then we won't have these 2 on the list.
But Ken,
I'll
legitimate
count on
question.
Tony to have them.
Have you seen Duel?
I haven't seen Duel. No,
Well,
I didn't say anything bad about Duel.
no. But I'm
didn't
saying
either.
it's legitimately. I'm not trying to pull stuff that like,
I heard there was a 4K coming, so I'll wait
Yes.
for the 4K.
Tim, are you and I the only ones that have seen that as well? Probably. Yeah.
Duel? I want to see
Yeah.
it. I do want to. I want to get that.
It's so good though. For anyone,
It is good.
It's like
Very
$6 on Blu-ray. I need to grab it.
Anyone that's seen Joyride and likes it though, if you like Joyride, you would absolutely love Duel. I think Duel is better, but it's the same
But
basic.
do they
concept.
say candy cane?
Well, so one of my problems with
That's
Joyride
the main thing I love about
But-
it.
Do they rip a guy's jaw off in that one?
No, but God damn it, in Joyride, you got me all screwed up. In Joyride, though, the characters are kind of stupid. They're teasing a guy that's within a 5-mile radius, so they deserve what they got coming to them. But in Duel, all he does is try to pass a trucker. That's it. He pisses the truck driver off by just trying to pass him. That's it. So
That
it's
sounds like the movie Unhinged.
Yeah, did you like it? I loved
Yeah.
Unhinged.
I like
Yeah,
Unhinged.
That was
good.
great.
Yeah.
Unhinged is awesome. That was like the
Yeah.
first movie I saw.
That was a movie I was like,
Welcome back
oh,
to
this
the
is gonna
theater.
suck, and then I watched it. I was like, holy shit, this is
Very
actually
tense.
good.
After quarantine, I saw that.
See, everyone's going crazy over Unhinged. They have nothing to say about Duel. What else?
I know, right?
Well, if you're saying it's like Unhinged, then maybe I'll watch it.
Yeah.
There's no
All
Andy
right.
says it's like Joyride, so I'm in.
I'll get to
Attention
it.
clase.
Settle down, Tim.
Por
Settle
favor.
down. I mean, it's a
Attention,
made
por
for
favor.
TV. It's a made for TV movie.
Focus, everyone.
Silencio.
Focus.
Silencio clase.
For us.
Gracias.
We got Huck. Something obscure, probably.
Oh, yeah. None of you have seen this one. This is like no one cares. Okay, here comes Amistad. Who's got no, not Amistad.
Stop.
I am going with Catch Me
I
If You
knew it.
Can
Yeah.
as my
Great
next one.
pick.
This is a freaking
Faster.
like I love collabs, and Tom Cruise and Spielberg was absolutely great, and so is Leo and Spielberg, and you got Tom Hanks in here as well. And Leo is absolutely phenomenal in this role. He's just so hilarious, like trying to like be all these things that he's not. I love the scene that stands out is when he's the doctor and he has no clue what he's doing, and all the like interns are asking him about this one patient, and they're like, so what should we do? And he's like, just scratching his chin, and he looks, he goes, what do you guys think? Like totally puts it on them. And this one guy's like, we should do this. And then he waits and he looks at the one guy and he goes, do you concur? And the guy pauses, and he doesn't answer. And he goes, do you concur? And he gets in his face. He goes, yes, I concur. And then he just walks away, leaves the room. I was like, oh my God, that was so brilliant. So Catch Me If You Can. I'm so glad this came out on Blu-ray. This is such a great release. So hey, look, Tony, I got your bags, baby. Look at that.
Beautiful,
Huck.
beautiful.
Huck, the 4K got announced today.
Are you shitting me?
No,
No, he's joking. He's joking. But it will
it's
be
inevitable.
I'm
It's
gonna make you
inevitable.
phone your doctor if you don't knock it off.
Just give it some time. It's coming.
Oh, I know. That's all right though. I like this release. This is really good.
Nice still book.
Yeah, it's not expensive. So.
It's the exact same price as the regular Blu-ray that came out. So why not grab the Steelbook?
It's a nice
Okay.
Steelbook.
All right, my number 4 might surprise some people. I didn't have high expectations. I waited a bit to see it, and I ended up actually.
I know what it is.
It was a blind, and I'm going with Ready Player One.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I
good
freaking
pick.
knew it.
Somebody just talked trash about this in the chat. They said it's their
What?
least favorite
No.
Spielberg film. I love all the cameos you get with these different horror icons and just classic movies. Like you get Chucky in there. I don't know how he made that happen, but I thought it was absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed it. And as far as entertainment goes, I think it's probably one of his, it's not his best movie, but it's probably one of his most entertaining.
Yeah, I really liked it in the theater. I flipped my shit when that Shining scene happened. Just flipped out.
I imagine he had to get the rights to all these little cameos that he did with all these characters. I imagine he couldn't just do it. Probably.
I think it's a great movie.
Spielberg.
I
That's
think,
why they
Bob,
had
that's a
Spielberg
great
do the
choice.
movie.
That's a great choice. All those cinematic references in that film are so well put together. I didn't know anything about that film, and when I saw it, I just was in such a good mood.
Yeah.
I even knew the
I
enchantment.
think it helped
film.
that I do think it makes a difference going into movies when you have huge expectations or have heard a ton of good things. For me, I wasn't excited about seeing that. I didn't really want to be honest. And then I was like, you know what? I put it on a watch list for myself and I eventually got around to it and I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it.
It was next on my stack.
Tim hates it.
No,
Tim.
Never mind. You're right.
He's
Tim,
very
you know what?
Stone faced.
Tim is a really
Fucking
whacking.
dumpster after the stream. We're fighting.
All right, so my 4th pick, Huck took it, but I'm not going to take it off my list. I'm going to keep it here because I still love this movie and it needs to be in my top 5. So Catch Me If You Can is my number 4 as well. I've always seen this movie as the passing of the torch, even though Tom Hanks didn't quit acting after this or anything, but it was definitely the passing of the torch, I believe, between Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. I felt like Tom Hanks's best stuff was probably in the 80s and 90s. And then after this movie, I think Leonardo DiCaprio had his best work. So that's the way I've always saw this movie. And it's just a great movie. I've loved this movie since it came out.
How dare you?
And-
Tom Hanks was in Castaway in the 2000s. That's
Well,
what-
that Castaway was before this, though. That was in 2000. So
Yeah.
that was one of his last great roles.
I
know
he said
he's had great
80s
roles
and
after this.
90s.
I've always viewed this as passing the torch between two great iconic actors who are just both phenomenal in the movie, and they just have such great chemistry with each other. And it's just it's a phenomenal movie. I haven't rewatched it in a long time. I haven't rewatched this Blu-ray yet, but I love Catch Me If You Can.
Did you not
as well.
put a baggie on it because of Born to Be
I got no bags. I got to use Tony's affiliate link soon.
Tony, Born to Be Rad said our bags gotta go.
I know it. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't like your bags?
We're gonna have to get Mel.
He'll be
on
bagging
board.
his
He
he'll be
hates our
bagging
bag.
his blues. soon
I'm gonna
enough.
get
Mel
Mel
will
to
make
take
him
care
go.
of him with the baggies. I do have a baggie here for my number 4. This is Jaws. I love the chemistry between the shark and the other people in the movie.
The shark.
But anyway, Jaws is the other one I saw in the theater. We are doing our top 5, so this would definitely be in my top 5. It's not my number 1, but it's my number 4. Everybody knows what Jaws is, so we'll leave it at that.
It's a great
So-
movie.
Jaws speaks to how amazing Spielberg is, because how many directors could have a movie that is failing so badly at what the plan was, and he makes a better movie for it. Like the shark was supposed to be in way more of the movie.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, and it turns out to be a better movie.
What a
It's-
nightmare for him, you know?
Yeah.
All
Tim,
right.
it's so funny because you and I not Jaws, I like Jaws, but Ready Player One and so many other movies. We disagree on taste in movies more than anybody else I know, but I respect Tim probably more than anybody else I know. I get along with Tim so well, but that speaks volume to you as a character, and just your maturity of not judging somebody because you have a difference in opinion on movies. Like I said, Tim and I, almost every movie we disagree on, but I love doing a stream with you. So
Yeah, it's just I'm not afraid to speak my mind, but anyone else, everyone has different tastes. If we all like
I
the
saw
same
those
stuff,
judgmental eyes when I said I love Signs. I saw it.
screw Signs.
I
But
saw it.
besides Signs,
True signs.
And
He said,
Barbarian.
"You basic
Oh, yeah.
film
And
watcher, go watch some
Hellfest.
more Hepburn."
and I don't necessarily hate Ready Player One. I think it's fine. My problem with it is everything about it just relies on nostalgia. If you replace all of the nostalgia with made up characters for the purpose of the movie, it doesn't land as well. It's so much based on
I
nostalgia.
mean,
Like,
it's
I know
reference.
That's why he doesn't
True.
use characters that aren't nostalgic.
I know.
But that's
get what-
why
I
it
know what he's
benefits
going
greatly.
for,
So that's
but
what it's about. It's not about characters that aren't nostalgic, Tim.
I'm just saying
We're in the
entire movie
nostalgia age
relies
right now.
on nostalgia.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s. I need nostalgia. Okay, Tim.
When
Hey,
when
Mega
that
Mike,
came
what did you
out,
pick?
Yeah, sure. All right. So Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I always thought this was the first movie for the longest time when I was a kid because of like the prequel scenes at the beginning, and I didn't know any better. I didn't have like a computer or anything way back in the day. But really like this movie. Sean Connery is amazing in that as a Indiana Jones' dad. So I think that chemistry works really well. But I always just thought this was a really fun. This one does kind of swap back and forth between Temple of Doom for my favorite. But today I decided this one was my favorite just because I have the 4K Steelbook because I got it for like $15 when it dropped on Best Buy that one weird day. Still waiting for the other ones to drop to that same price to get them on 4K, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, really like the movie. So
Mike, does Anna not like Jaws?
no, she doesn't like anything classic, and by classic, if it's filmed on film, then no, it has to be digital.
that sounds like my wife.
So it has to be post 2000s.
Nothing before 2010. My wife hates it all, unless it was something she watched when she was a kid and loves.
Tony's shaking his head, and I've never seen
Yeah, man,
Tony.
all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes, but we get through it. All right, let's see. Totally don't know where we left off. Oh, I think we're about right there. Okay, let's see. I think right here. First three indie movies are about science fiction, and the fourth one is about aliens. Okay. All right, Craig says, what do you think of 1941? That's not a Spielberg title, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
It
It
is.
is?
That's his
Oh,
comedy.
I totally haven't seen it then. No,
Yeah.
I've never
It's a-
seen it. Is
it's
that a
a-
good one, everyone?
It's a big flop.
It's Spielberg having fun. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's just a silly, fun movie.
Oh yeah, I was totally thinking 1917. I totally did not read it correctly.
Yeah, right there.
Tim's just going to lean into that book.
I need to
Where
get
did you get that book,
Yes.
and how much does it cost now?
You get it for like $30. I mean, I bought it on like Amazon.
It's
Yeah.
got
There
the
you go.
Blu-rays. but-
Everybody has
It was pretty cheap at one point.
I need to
remember.
get it.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime Day, it
I
got
never
down to
got
like
it.
Movies are
$20.
included.
This is great.
How many movies are in that?
How
I have an
many?
unboxing. Yeah, there's 8.
8 unforgettable movies, and then 1 that you don't remember.
Oh. Which one's that one? Which one's the one you don't remember?
Is that
All the ones that Tim's been naming.
yeah. Wow.
Oh my
God, Tony's hilarious tonight.
Tony is on fire.
I know,
That's what I'm
man.
talking. That
It's
mid-level
it's
legend that
like
gets to
low
your head,
key
man.
guilt.
that
too.
Tony is just
Once you're a
sneaky
part of the
funny.
hottest faction in all the
Oh,
country
here we
community,
go.
it gets to you, man. It gets to you. He's on fire tonight.
It
Gotta
Don't
give it
gets
to
like
you.
Tony
Gotta give it
just
to the
comes
blue-
out
the
of
basement
nowhere with
blues,
that
man.
dry humor, and like it's just perfect timing. It's very well comedic timing you got, Tony.
Thank you.
Don't
All
let
right,
it go to your head though.
Even that right there. Thank you. Executed perfectly.
Cinema Man
Wow,
says,
you totally burned his own player. That was great, Tony.
all right, Jaws #1 for me, based on rewatchable factor, never gets old, and the effect it had on people not wanting to go swimming. It never had that effect on me. Did that affect you guys in that way? Did you not
Yes.
want to
I
go in the
can't
ocean?
swim,
Yes.
so it doesn't have that effect on me.
I wasn't born in 1975 or recently after that, so no. I watched it when I was like 10, and it did not have that effect on me.
Hello, welcome movie, AV Impulse. All right, let's see. The Color Purple, was that one by Spielberg as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we're getting all these recommendations
big
because I'm
one.
like, wow, such a great film.
We're all boned up on our
I've
Spielberg
seen
tonight,
parts
right?
of The Color Purple, but I have not seen that entire movie in its
I
entirety.
think did Shout Select put that out, right? Or no, not Shout. No.
Has anybody put that out?
Tony's shaking his head.
Yeah,
Like it has a Blu-ray, but it
I was
doesn't have,
thinking
like,
of a different title. No, I have the color purple. Just
I feel like that's who put that out, Tony?
Standard
You know who put it
Blu-ray,
out?
right?
Video release.
yeah.
You'll find out.
Oh,
Ben Grimm. I'm a big fan of Hook. Yes, no one's pulled Hook yet, so I'm gonna be surprised. We'll see if that makes anybody's list.
Tim, are you a fan of color purple?
me? I haven't seen it in a long time.
Tony's like, change it.
Yeah, Tony.
Mm.
All right, Cinema Man says Saving Private Ryan is my number 5. That is a great title. I still need to get it on 4K, but I totally missed out on the Steelbook, and I never picked up the regular 4K.
I think Tony's still upset about his unboxing yesterday, so he's like going to take it out on everybody in this. He's just like, I'm on fire now.
For Saving Private Ryan, by the way, it's a great movie. I like it more in the fact that it helped create Band of Brothers. That's a good show. Band of Brothers is some of the best television ever made. It is perfect 8 or 10 episodes. Perfect.
I just found out it was a digibook that I have of the color purple. That's what it is.
I need to rewatch Saving Private Ryan. I've been meaning to for a long time.
Thank you, Derek.
All right, we got Born to Be Rad in the house. Hello, Born to Be Rad. Yes. All right, I can make the cinephile list is his best film, so Schindler's List, I'm guessing. All right, Mika says Schindler's List was such a powerful film. Yep.
That is incredible, by the way, that he made Schindler's List and Jurassic Park in the same damn year.
Yeah.
That's why he agreed to make the second Jurassic Park because they let him do Schindler.
Yeah.
He says, I want to do a passion project. And he said, if you let me do that, I'll direct and he got it.
He could turn movies around incredibly fast. Like I was talking with Derek, The Post was made super fast. Like from greenlit to written to actually fully made, that movie was ridiculous.
He's a pro. I mean, it wasn't Amistad and The Lost World, I think, was in the same year, 1997.
All right, let's see. Only 6 spots. No wonder why I'm having issues hacking in.
He's trying to hack you. So I tried to tell him you were unhackable.
All right, Ocean's Reviews. Anyone have Catch Me If You Can on the list? Yep.
Two
just
of
got
us.
pulled. Yeah.
Twice.
That's a great movie. All right, yes, one of my favorites. I need to beef up on my Spielberg collection. Yes, I need to too. All right, what's up, fans of something?
What's going on?
War of the Worlds is pretty decent. All right, there we go. Steelbook on sale for $7. Which one?
War of the Worlds.
Oh, nice.
Is it?
Blu-ray. The Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. I was like a 4K. Let me add that to the part.
I was like, send me the link. Let's go.
All right, awesome. Well, let's get into our next round here. So let's have Tim take it away.
Do it, Tim.
Yeah, geez. I'm following up with the same exact movie. I'm going Last Crusade also. So Mike just chose it, and I'm choosing it. It was really hard, so I wanted to do one movie from each franchise because I feel like my list would have had multiple of this movie and multiple of this movie or this franchise. So I decided to go with Last Crusade because it is a freaking blast. Sean Connery as playing his father is perfect. Absolutely perfect. The action set pieces, that whole the boat with the propeller, so freaking good. This movie is a blast. Honestly, I could choose any of the first 3. They're all amazing. So this won the roulette pick of what I'm choosing for this because I love it.
I am the last one.
I am the last one. Yeah.
Was that in The Last Crusade?
Yeah. Right as he goes for the Grail, he quotes Highlander. All right, so my next one. Yes, eventually Indy's going to make it into my countdown here. But next up, I recently rewatched this because of something that came out during the summer, and it's just such a freaking good time. Like Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah,
I love this film. I love it.
Overrated.
Tim, I'm not gonna let you down, baby. Look.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna climb through the square, whoop your ass. No, man, this is like, oh, come on, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, but John, when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the guests. Come on, man. I mean, this is great stuff. The cast is phenomenal. Spielberg got it down when they showed him the effects can be done with CGI and not stop motion, which is what they were going to do. And when he saw the test scenes, he's like, oh my God, that's what we're doing. And, of course, it changed the whole career of poor Phil Tippett because he was the stop motion master, but he adapted. And anyway, so yeah, this is going on to obviously spawn 5 more movies after this. And yeah, it just doesn't get much better than this first one. It's just pitch perfect. Love it.
It does, and I'll tell you how much it does here in a
Take
second.
it easy. Oh, there it is. Tim's got his thing.
Look inside the.
Yeah, man.
Look
Look at that. That's great.
Yep. So don't worry, I have more because Jurassic Park, I would freaking hope comes up again.
Yeah.
It better.
It will.
Tim, what did you think of that?
Not on my
collection?
list. It's not.
Tim, what did you think
This
of
is
that
the guy wearing a
collection
Jurassic Park
on,
t-shirt.
Instagram.
What now? Oh, that's a freaking crazy awesome collection.
Yeah. I saw
I
you
will
weren't,
say,
like,
though,
following them. I was like, I got to show Tim this.
The bet, I think maybe the bet, at least top 3 scenes in cinematic history is the T-Rex busting through the electrical gate.
Man.
It still gives me chills every time I watch it, like in the exact
Who's about
same
to
way
pull
it
it
did,
out?
like when I was
There it
7
is.
and
Oh my
watched it
God,
in
the
theater.
scene.
Yeah, I had the whole did you have
Let's
the
look
entire
it
like
up. Let's zoom
compound
in on
thing,
that.
Tim, with the toy when you were a kid?
Oh, I had Jurassic Park toys, but no, I didn't.
I had
have
the
that
whole
one.
compound and the fence and all
I
the
didn't have
stuff
that.
and the cars and the Jeeps
But,
and all that stuff.
I mean, that is a flawless scene too. Like you cannot see the CG.
It's the
in
best.
that
It
scene.
may be the best scene in any movie that
Nick's
I've ever
gonna
seen.
steal your
Just because
posters,
of how
by the
much
way.
it still resonates with me. Every single
Oh,
time
yeah.
I watch that scene, I get chills. Hair stands up on the back of my neck, like just the way that
It's pitch perfect, man.
It's still terrifying. It's still, it's just still fantastic. I love it. That whole scene up until the guy running to the shitter.
They just beats him off the shitter. So
Just
to be
gonna
that
keep going
guy.
Jurassic Park stuff.
Yeah, baby. Go nuts, man.
Oh yeah. God, do I love this movie so much.
Did you build that Lego set yourself then?
The wife built it, but
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
it's
The
she's-
wife.
My buddy
she
was
is
like
the
that.
I display the Lego. She does more of the building. She loves it.
Nice.
That's my wife too. My wife loves the Lego sets.
Yeah, that's what Anna just said right there.
Oh no.
Okay, so my number 3, I'm gonna piggyback off of Huck. Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah, Tim's so happy.
You know what? So much like what Ken was just saying about planes, trains, and automobiles, waiting a while to see it. I hadn't seen the Jurassic Park, much like Indiana Jones. I waited and then I watched all of them together. Probably 2 years ago or a year ago. Just all 5, binge watched them all. But I had seen the newest ones. I didn't see the original 3 though. So I had just watched them 2 years ago, and the first one's great. Still holds up well. It's perfect. So got one.
Nice, Tim.
I have more. I only have 3 to show right now, but I have several more.
That Dilophosaurus scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's
100%.
amazing.
I remember
Those-
being turned around in the seat.
And I know Dell just actually commented on this set. He has the same set. So this set is the reason I kind of stopped buying franchises unless I know they're completely done, because that set, and then they released 2 more, obviously. So it's a little frustrating when you buy these. That's why I don't touch any of the Fast and Furious collection sets, because I'm they're gonna keep making them. I don't know why people are buying those.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
Why are you buying
I'm
those,
with Tim
Tony?
on
Why
that.
are you buying those?
That's a trash collection anyway. Trash.
But in general, I try to wait on franchises and collections, because it's just I don't know. It's not
Unless
not
it's the
complete.
Paranormal Activity box.
Like
then
that
you
Saw
gotta-
set that.
Oh yeah, Tony. It's a sweet
Tony.
box.
That Saw set that Tony just bought. They got a new one coming out next year.
Yeah.
So it's
And they may have a smaller replica come out next year too.
The
I
crown.
love that background.
Is that a crown? What is that?
All right, so y'all ready to talk about the real best Jurassic Park film? I'm talking about The Lost World, baby.
That also
This-
gets a yeah.
This is the best. This is my number 3, and I got this lenticular VHS tape. I've had this since I was a kid. It's
Look at
still got a number on the side. Does anybody used to number their VHS tapes?
Like you said, it has a number
No.
on the side, like it came with that.
Look at that. Look at I don't even have to talk about the movie. Just look at the T-Rex.
That's
It's
awesome.
freaking awesome. Anyway, I love The Lost World, and look, I'm not here to say Jurassic Park is a 5 out of 5 movie. It's a masterpiece. I'm not here to say, well, The Lost World is a better movie. I just think I enjoy watching it more than I do Jurassic Park at this point. I actually think the score in it, though, by John Williams, I think the score in The Lost World is better than the original. I know the original is classic, but I rewatched all these this year. The score for The Lost World is so freaking good. I love it so much. But I mean, the first one, there's just a lot more going on in that one. There's a lot more like big set piece moments. And the first one, has the job of introducing you to the dinosaurs, and it has tons of iconic moments, magical moments, seeing the dinosaurs for the first time. But The Lost World doesn't have to deal with any of that shit. It just gets right in there, and it's just balls to the wall action the whole movie, just set piece after set piece. And then the whole big San Diego sequence is that was like a dream come true to me as a kid, watching that the dinosaurs actually take over the city. So I love The Lost World. I know Goldblum's way over the top in the movie. I don't think Julianne Moore is that great in it as well. And it has a little girl kicking the raptor, which I don't have a problem with. But beyond that, I think it's a great movie. I love The Lost World.
Vince Vaughn's the photographer.
Vince Vaughn
might as well not even be there. Like he's so not, I'm not saying he's bad. He's just so like a nothing character, which is painful to watch a guy like Vince Vaughn have to do. But I still love The Lost World. It's a great movie. Great movie. It is my favorite Jurassic Park film.
So I got a UK VHS.
Oh wow, Tim.
Yeah,
Tim, you just got to one up.
I didn't buy that off of eBay last week.
Well,
okay, I've had this since I was a kid.
Last week,
since I was like,
Tim dropped $400 on a VHS just for the stream.
Yeah.
How could you talk Lost World though and not talk about that amazing RV scene with the RV?
Oh yeah.
I was trying to look. I was trying not to dig into it too deep, but yeah, the RV scene's incredible.
That is one of my favorite scenes in a movie in general.
Yeah, it's so tense,
so good,
so tense.
I agree.
Love that.
Man.
And the raptors and the tall grass, and like I was just watching it this year, and I was just amazed. I was like, this movie is just like nonstop. It's
See, now I want to go see that one right now.
They all run into the cave, and the freaking T-Rex is like chasing them, stomping on them as they're running. He goes, his like head goes through the waterfall. Like there's so many awesome like scenes.
I posted this on my IG because I love it. Some people hate it, but there isn't one edit in that movie that is just so awesome. In the very beginning, when the girl gets attacked by the zombies, and she screamed, the mother screams, it transitions to Goldblum yawning in the subway.
That's great.
No, actually, it's not.
And I got so upset.
That's the worst edit. That's one of the worst edits in cinema history.
I love that one, Hawk. Come on, I love that.
It's just so hacky because it takes her scream. Well, the thing is, not just him yawning; it's her scream being pitched into the scream of the subway, matching the tonality of the subway breaking. I'm like, are you kidding me, Steven?
I'm not an editor, so as a viewer, I loved that.
I also feel like I have to stick up for this movie because when Dominion came out, there's a group of people, everybody wants to get on YouTube and rank the movies, and they want to rank them on their letterbox and all this stuff. And everybody's putting Lost World at like 5 or 6. And I'm like, what are you all doing? Like this, it is clearly like, even if you say it's not better than Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, I would understand that, but it is definitely the second best Jurassic Park film, in my opinion. I think it's way better than Jurassic World. Way better. But I'm not a big Jurassic World fan.
I like the original Jurassic World.
I actually really enjoy the first World. I like it a lot. Then I go 3, and then you have to basically jump off a freaking cliff to get to the other Jurassic Worlds.
Yeah.
But the first 4 movies, I legitimately love to really.
I love the third one. I think the third one's super underrated.
I think it's my same ranking, Tim. Yeah, that's what I rank. That's my same ranking.
I'm cracking up at Ryan's comment.
Seeing the park open in World, though, I love that. Like,
if anyone ever wants to get Tim all hot and bothered, put on a Jurassic Park shirt.
Jurassic World was cool. I liked it in the theaters, but like it is not a good movie at all. The performances are horribly bad. The characters are generic and boring, and that just carries through all those movies.
Tim, is
Yeah,
that how?
I agree with that. None of the new characters are good, but seeing
Killer
that
Locust,
park
come on.
open,
Tim, is that how you met your wife and knew she was the one? She was wearing a Jurassic Park shirt.
God, she's so sick of Jurassic Park. So sick of it.
I know y'all too. Your first date was dodgeball, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Tony, you're up.
My number 3 is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You see the lenticular, see the nice lenticular.
I don't see it, Tony. I'm missing
And
it.
look,
No
there's
lenticular on
numbers
that one. You know
mine.
why? Because it's not the best.
Numbers on mine too, and they're not handwritten. But I do remember seeing this one in the theater. I love Jurassic Park. I remember my oldest son, who was 2. We took him to see this, which was probably not the best thing to do because a 2-year-old probably thinks dinosaurs are real. But the Dilophosaurus really scared him. But I do remember going and getting Happy Meal toys and just all of the promotional stuff that they did for this film, and just how realistic the dinosaurs looked. It was just amazing. So that's my number 3.
I love all the cheers.
I got my VHS tape too, Tony.
Yeah, I got
We
mine.
got pristine. Talk about getting something off eBay. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mine is 100% purchased back when the VHS tape came out.
Yeah, mine is
No, I meant
100% watched
Ken's.
by me
Oh, I
when
know.
I was 8 or
Tim, do
9
you have
years
how
old.
many Jurassic Park blankets do you have?
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
I have no blankets, unfortunately.
You have a Ghostface blanket, but not a Jurassic Park blanket.
Fake Jurassic Park
your
fan.
Halloween
No
doesn't
Jurassic
sell
Park
Jurassic Park
blankets over
blankets.
You're
here.
not even a real Jurassic Park fan. I don't want to hear
Fake
it. Tim.
Park fan.
Poser.
And somebody,
Tell him.
Go, Mike. Go.
All right, not to be the same as everybody else, but yeah,
Dominion!
Jurassic Park like in my 5-movie collection. So but yeah, Jurassic Park is great. I mean, what is there else to say about it? But when I rewatched it, just seeing how it transitions from basically starting off kind of like an adventure movie, but then it goes complete horror when the dinosaurs break out. I mean, that's just amazing. In those raptors, the raptor scenes going after the kids, like that is still terrifying. So that's my favorite scene of the movie.
I will say though, on
Jesus,
on
Tim.
4K,
Yeah.
on
Just
4K, the first
Jurassic
Jurassic Park, the CGI didn't look the best.
Yeah, I'll agree on that. Yeah, the
got little
CGI
scenes
is
in
pretty
the back.
wonky.
But on the Lost World, it held up a little better.
All right.
Tim, just don't drop one of those, Tim. I would hate for it to hear all those Legos snap apart.
Drop it,
My wife
drop
would just
it,
have to
drop
rebuild it.
his wife would have to redo it.
All right, we got Mama Blu-ray in the house. Hello, Mama Blu-ray.
Mama
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Somebody in the stream needs to buy Tim a Jurassic Park blanket.
I accept.
All right.
I
Silent
accept.
Attacker says, my favorite Indiana Jones movies are Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, okay, and then Temple of Doom, and then Crystal Skull.
Groovy.
All right, I'm saying hi to
Temple
Mama
of Doom's
Blu-ray.
Mama B.
All right, he's the king of making 2 films in 1 year. Was that the only time he did 2 films in 1 year? Was there any other
No.
time?
I think he did.
No, Derek proceeded to run down every year that he did 2 films.
Oh,
in the chat.
I think 96 or something like that was another one.
Yeah, he did
a lot.
every single one, which I forgot about a couple of them. Yeah, 2002 is Minority Report and Catch Me If You Can. Like that's an incredible year. And
You can't
2005.
change.
Yeah, Amistad and Lost World 97 at 96.
Wow, man, that's amazing. No way. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even
Those
realize
are both
that.
bangers, man.
And they're all good movies. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
He didn't slack on one of them. I mean,
Check and see if he made it. Check all those years. Did he make a movie
Wow.
before and the year before those, or did he have time to prep both of those to come out? Wasn't 2004 the Terminal? Did he do the Terminal?
he
Yeah,
did
he
the Terminal.
did do the Terminal.
Yeah, he did the
That one.
Terminal. Hey, Tim,
Oh,
Nick
dude.
will
That was
trade you
2004.
a Jurassic Park blanket for all your posters.
I don't know about a trade. I do need to get a blanket apparently now.
You
If
do.
Spirit Halloween had one, you know.
had a
I
ghost.
know.
You have.
I'm surprised they didn't have it, Tim.
My favorite
Spirit-
horror movie, but you don't
Spirit
have your.
Halloween. That's why. That's the only reason I have it.
Yeah.
I need a ghost face blanket. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god!" That got me. As Nick said, or somebody, Ryan said, just wear a Jurassic Park shirt. Well, when I saw you in the ghost face blanket, I got hot and bothered, Tim.
Tim, if I could reach it, I would go into that closet over there and pull out my old T-Rex from when I was a kid. He's missing one arm, but I'm pretty sure he still roars when you press his little heart on the inside.
What happened to his arm?
I was crazy with my toys when I was a kid, Tony. I can't explain it.
You swallowed
Batman
it,
probably
didn't you?
took it off or something. I don't know.
You
Yeah,
swallowed it.
Tim, you should do a collection, like a video of your entire Jurassic Park collection.
I could, yeah.
But I'm not.
It would be
It's like
Yeah.
I could, but you know,
I will.
got better things to do. Gotta watch
Gotta
some
go
more,
find that blanket.
Yeah, I also
movies
feel the
tomorrow.
same way on this Lost World. I do think it kind of goes on a little too long. That's just me.
It's not complete
Perfect.
though until I have the blanket. So
All right, awesome. Well, let's go ahead and then jump into now our fourth round. So our second place favorites. All right, so
All right.
runner-ups here.
all right, runner up.
Wait. Can you pop? Yeah, there you go.
I probably should have pulled the Steelbook just because I'm really like whoring out this set here. But going with Jaws for number 2, already talked on it. This is a movie that things did not go right, and only a person like Spielberg can make a movie that didn't go right better. This movie it's amazing, and there are shots in that movie that have gotten used so much since. Like when he's sitting on the beach and it zooms in on him. I don't think that was done beforehand in that exact manner. That movie pretty much made that a mainstay in movies afterward. It's amazing. Jaws is a perfect movie.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, lots of enthusiasm for Jaws. y'all.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah,
Because everybody's waiting to talk about it for their number 1. That's fine.
Well, if you're talking about, you all already.
I'll
did
tell you right now,
Jurassic Park.
Jaws isn't on my list. So.
anyways.
All right. Well, you don't have to worry. Jaws, it's a good movie. But for my number 2, this one still tugs it.
Oh, you're good. Go for it.
Tim went to go get his Jaws Lego set.
That's right. Look, I saw this last year with my daughter, hoping it would resonate, right? Like we all do that. We all try to share these movies we love, and it's like, they walk out of the room. It's like great. That happened to me with Star Wars. So what are you going to do? But this one genuinely captivated the entire family. I was bawling like I hadn't seen it before ever, and it's E.T. I mean, I know it seems cliche to pull this, but it's a freaking masterpiece. It's so damn good from top to bottom. I was worried this was going to feel dated and not like hit me like it did back when I saw it back in the day and all the times I've seen it since. And I'm so glad, by the way, he stopped with the Lucas thing and put walkie-talkies in the hand. He put the guns back in the hands, stop with that nonsense. Because it's more of a threat when they're chasing him with a gun anyway, not, you throw the walkie at him, Steve. So, and look, all the lenticularness of it all, yeah. Anyway, I loved E.T., man. It hits all the spots. I love that little Drew Barrymore. She's like a little ray of sunshine. She's hilarious in this thing. And, there you go.
Oh,
It's
you're
E.T.,
getting
man.
Ken all hot and bothered now. Talking about it.
Woo! Give me I have to go cool myself down after that. All right. Yeah, so that's it.
Oh, anyone grab
That's
this?
the way you talked about that, Huck.
Tony did. Tony was about to pull it. I'll grab it when
Really
it's done.
good.
Not going anywhere.
Look
You
at
got
that.
to open it, Tony.
No,
Yeah, you got these
That
dorks
Tony's
throwing
like,
their lunch
no.
boxes off.
These things stay sealed.
I'll be right here.
Tim, show him that big ass dent you got in that.
Oh,
Show him
yeah.
that big ass dent
Was
you
that
got.
Huck?
Tony,
Yeah,
you don't
man.
know- You don't know what's hiding underneath that wrap. See?
If it stays sealed,
Oh, yeah.
if it stays sealed, it's perfect on the inside.
Give that a kick. Give it a swoof kick, man.
I do feel like that's why a lot of people keep their stuff sealed because underneath the J card, they don't know what they're getting.
There's nothing but sadness.
I got to know.
Sadness.
Derek proved me wrong on that shot. It's called the vertigo shot, and I didn't even think about it. I've seen vertigo so many times. Whatever.
Yeah, but
I'm
who's
a
seen
putz,
Virgo?
Whatever.
Everybody's seen
And,
Jaws.
For Jaws, by the way.
Yep.
I'm just pulling random merch. But
Oh my
it's
God.
cool. Ah,
I can't wait for
Yeah,
that
you
Munich
got it,
merch.
flaunt it, Tim. You got it, flaunt it, man.
Where's that Munich action figure set?
Yo, Born to Be Red. You could still get the lunchbox. Okay, so my number 2, I'm gonna go with. We got Jaws. Tim, where's the scream of yes?
yeah, Jaws! Woo!
It's all right.
I think Jaws is an incredible film. Obviously, I mean, what needs to be said, but it's probably, I mean, he's such a good director. I would say it's probably one of his best films, like from a critical standpoint, but a filmmaking standpoint, but they all are. And like, I mean, you were saying that he messed up, you know, it didn't go as planned either, but probably Jaws. I know Anna is hating on it right now. She said she'd rather watch Anaconda than Jaws. I'm not saying like, and I might get hate for this, I don't think Jaws is the most entertaining film, but I think it's an incredible film. So, oh my god.
Hey, Anaconda is awesome. I ain't gonna lie.
I love Anaconda, and I'm actually with Anna. I'd
Oh,
probably
Lord.
watch
They got
Anaconda.
snakes out there
Amazing.
this big.
Amazing.
Well, that is incredible. Tim, where's yours? Or Tony, where's yours? Look at the shape. Look at Tim's face. He's so excited to own something Tim does or Tony doesn't.
Oh, he owns a lot of stuff I don't own.
It's not a competition.
Can we finally put a little respect on Hook? My
Oh,
No.
second
yeah.
favorite
Nice.
Spielberg movie. I know Huck's got no love for this movie.
That's not true.
Absolutely. I won't hear it, Huck. I won't hear it. I love Hook. I watched this movie in the theater. I remember seeing it in the theater when I was 6. And I was a big fan of the Peter Pan cartoon when I was a kid. And I can't remember if I had to imagine I saw that before this movie, but I just love this movie. I've always loved this movie. You know, Rufio, the whole food fight scene, the imaginary food, the table. It's been a while since I've seen it. But I love it. You know, Dustin Hoffman, I think, is perfect as Captain Hook. Robin Williams just captures that perfect, childlike innocence of the character Peter Pan, while also doing a perfect, grumpy old dad businessman. And you got Julia Roberts in here and Bob Hoskins. Just a great cast. And I love Hook. I just want to say, I want the whole world to know it. Damn it!
I can picture you. I can picture you watching Hook and just chewing off the arm of one of your plushies while you're.
I love that when that scene where Dustin Hoffman puts a freaking scorpion in the coffin with the guy, like that used to horrify me as a kid.
See, Hook sounds like Huck, so you know I gotta love it. Come on.
And I just don't. I understand why people bash on this movie.
It's good. I like it.
It's something I only heard about like recently when I got on the internet. Like I don't remember anybody.
It's
ever
those
saying anything
trolls,
bad
man.
about this movie.
Tony,
And then I got on the internet and
did
everybody
his-
started talking shit about Hook. I was like, "What are y'all talking about?"
I always get Tim and Tony's names mixed up. When Tim did his stream, the Rotten Tomatoes 90 stream, was it you who pulled Hook and said, or was it like Derek pulled Hook? Somebody pulled Hook and
Is
said,
it rotten? Like, is it
Yeah, 'cause
rotten?
it's rotten, so it was the 90s, like not
shouldn't
rotten
be.
movies. you
What's
think
the
should be
problem
fresh.
with this? What? I don't get what people have a problem with this movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
yeah.
think it's great.
I don't know who pulled it. Tim, do
It's
you
like
remember
Robin
who pulled
Williams
Hook?
at the top of
Is
his
it Dell?
game.
Somebody pulled Hook on your
Someone
stream.
pulled it. Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
who.
I thought
Explain Huck. Huck
It
hates
may
the
have been
movie.
me. I love Hook.
I swore it was.
What is
Tony.
it, Huck?
Where are you getting this? That Huck hates this movie.
I thought you
I've
said
never
you hated
that.
Hook.
I never has it. Look,
How
freaking-
could
I
he
literally,
hate Hook?
I
His
literally
name's
bought
Huck.
this at the swap meet because I didn't have it in my
I
collection.
could have sworn you disrespected Hook at one point. I'm
Derek
sorry.
pulled
If it
Hook.
wasn't
Kid-
you, maybe it was somebody else.
Kenneth
Maybe it was somebody
Levels,
else. I'm sorry.
do
bro.
not put
I
words in the
was you, though.
huckster's mouth that I dislike Hook. Now, if you ask my wife, that's a different thing.
His
She
name is Huck. Of course, he likes Hook.
Come on, it's Huck and Hook. It's like a buddy cop right here. Plus, I'm a huge Robin Williams fan, so
Look at Tony's smile. That's the biggest smile I've ever seen out of your face.
It must
yeah, Tony. All right.
ET number 2. But
Join me.
disrespect everybody putting ET at number 2. What is up?
Well, because there's a number 1 that needs to be number 1.
Yeah.
But
What?
ET is excellent. I love this. I saw it in the theater when it came out. I've seen it in the theater when it was re-released for its anniversary, and it never gets old. I love it. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. It's endearing, nostalgic, everything you can think of. E.T.
Your bag is bent. It's-
Yeah, that's okay. As long as the slip's perfect. It's
That's
perfect.
right. You go, Tony. Don't take no shit.
It was a movie.
Tim's
Impulse said
gone.
it was called the.
Nick is
it
a
was called
liar.
The
He
Boo
told
Box.
me that was your favorite film of all time, and now I'm finding out it's not.
It's Ken's favorite film of all
I
time.
know
it's
that.
not.
But Nick
No, it's
told me
actually
it
my
was
second
also
favorite.
Yours. I knew
By
it
the
was
way,
yours.
My second favorite.
For the
Nice
Jaws
job,
one,
Tony.
Your
highly
second favorite,
recommend this
Ken?
book.
My whole life has been a lie.
It's
For anyone-
Empire Strikes Back's my favorite.
but
Oh, a Star Wars movie.
this book is amazing for Jaws fans, though. Seriously, this is like whole in depth of the entire making of the movie. Everything you could possibly want to know about Jaws, whole storyboard. Incredible book. So just
Dang.
wanted to throw that out there.
Is
Cracking
Steven
up the
Spielberg your
book.
favorite director, Tim?
Him or Raimi? Raimi has a special place in my heart, so I'd probably still go Raimi, but Raimi Spielberg.
I feel like I know a Sam Raimi film you haven't seen.
Which one?
For Love of the Game. Have you seen that one?
No, actually, I haven't.
Got him.
Got
Got
him.
him.
Is
Somebody
anybody
put him in the
else-
boo
Got
box. Puts him in the
favorite-
boo box.
Yeah, is anybody else's favorite director out there Spielberg? Huck, were you saying Spielberg, right? Mine too.
It's really
Spielberg's
tough
my
not
favorite.
to say.
Tony,
I
you
feel like
as
it's
well?
Derek's.
Done
It's
too
got to
much.
be Derek's.
Yeah. Yeah, Spielberg
Yeah.
by far for me.
He's
Absolutely.
done too many movies that
One
are
of my
just too influential on me. Like you could be argued that I wouldn't even like movies as much as I did if it wasn't for Spielberg's movies. But you know,
Yeah, and he's just done so many movies of so many different kinds of genres. Like that's what shocks me. Like he can do anything. Like literally a serious drama, to more an adventure action movie, to horror, to a musical. I mean, just his range.
but you
is
also say the
amazing.
same thing about Robert Zemeckis.
I love
Yeah.
Robert Zemeckis.
He's
Love.
definitely up there as well for me.
I need
Wow.
in on a top 5 stream for Zemeckis for sure. I'm
Yes,
with you.
that is definitely going to be coming up. I'm ready for that one. All right, so my number 2. So I made my list completely off of just rewatchability. So Ready Player One to me
Yeah.
is a very fun movie. Like if I'm going to pull something off the shelf, I'm going to pull, Ready Player One more often than not. Just once again, all the cameos are excellent. Each moment is just a surprising, shocking moment with the cameos. And the humor is hilarious too. Like with the Clark Kent glasses, that's such a funny moment. The ending battle scene is super epic, but then also you have like the mystery element of it all. And then it ties in video games, which video games are awesome too. So like video games tied into a really awesome movie. Can't
What
go
is
wrong
that
with that.
release? That's not just a standard 4K. What is that?
No, that's just the 4K steelbook.
Oh, you got it in it.
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
steelbook from Best Buy.
Okay, it looked like a slip box on it or something.
Oh no, I keep the J cards on there. So
You don't put it in a bag like Tony.
I do not bag them, no.
You
I
don't
do
slice
keep
it
all
up
the
like
J
Huck?
cards.
Slice it up.
Some people say
Slice
it's
it
not
up.
as good unless you bag it.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.
The
Tim,
transfer
do you
just
bag-
doesn't
I
come
know
through
you
strong.
bag your Blu-rays with your stupid Mako or Melco.
Malco protectors are awesome.
They're terrible.
No way, you're going hard against Tim right there, calling his stuff stupid. I mean,
I
that's
hate
nice,
those
Bob.
Melco protectors.
Bob, in mid evolution, we're polite, okay? We're supposed to be polite. to other
Apparently
people.
not. Take him off. Boot him. He's off the team.
Nah, I'm just
You know I
joking.
love
We're not
you, man.
polite.
I just hate those Melco slips.
Man, those guys are, except for Tony.
Yes, the orchestra music with E.T. We saw that live in concert, so that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And has anybody ever rode the ET ride at Universal?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
Yep, I used to ride it all the time.
I
as a
love
kid.
They
And did
still
he
have
go,
it
goodbye,
Orlando.
Tony?
No, it
That
was all
bad
jacked up.
voice. I'm gonna
You
be.
got
Oh, yeah,
Britannicus,
right. When I was there, they would say the
E.T.'s
names.
cousin.
Hello, Huck.
Yeah, they still have it in Florida. If you ever go out to Florida, they still
Yeah,
have the ET
that's where
right
I'm-
there.
yeah.
Super fun. Yeah. ET used to watch it all the time growing up. I'm definitely gonna have to grab that lunchbox set. Yeah, that's it. Looks really cool. Very tempting.
Tim, do you keep folded up Blu-ray bags in your wallet?
I do.
He goes into
Tony's,
the store.
he's got one of those coats you open up because, hey, anybody need a bag? And they're just
Bags.
hanging off the inside.
I can't
He's
believe they
bagging
took
his
the
Blu-rays
Jaws.
in the store. He takes it up there, and they're like, "What's this?" And he's like, "I want it protected in case you guys like slide it on the counter."
Oh man, I don't put those on those belts or anything. They're handed to the cashier.
Yeah,
If
I don't even let him hold it. To be honest, I'm just like, you could just scan the back of the barcode because I've had a lady drop. She
Drop
had
it.
6 steel books and she dropped all 6 of them.
They don't act like anything happened.
Yeah, because she just grabs it and like it's no big deal. I had a lady drop the out of print Spider-Man steelbook on the floor, out of print, and she dropped it because it had a loose disc in it, and I brought it back, and she just dropped it. And the guy next to her was like, "What's the big deal?" I thought you were returning it. I was like, "The steel book is out of print at the time," and yeah, I was just so pissed. I was with my buddy, and I was like, "Just be glad she didn't drop yours."
What happened when
No,
she dropped
no,
the whole
get very
hand?
tense in those
over there.
moments.
Well,
when
Tim,
they're
you
doing
said
it.
they
yeah,
just
so it was back when Your Name came out, the Steelbook. They had it out like a couple of days early at Best Buy, and we took it up to the counter, and of course it did the whole "you can't buy it, it's early." But what she did then, she took the Steelbook and tossed it behind her up against the wall to hit like a pile of other stuff, and that they're gonna put that back out on the shelf to sell. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
It's so funny because the other day I went with my buddy to Best Buy and they had Wayne's World, used cars, all those out there. So we grabbed them. He goes up to the counter, tries to buy Wayne's World 4K Steelbook. They were like, it's not scanning in the system. And then they saw the release date. What she did, she took the Steelbooks and chucked them in a bin, like chucked them in the bin. And they were Steelbooks and the
Wow.
4Ks.
They don't know.
They don't get it. But like Tim, you made a good point. If you're going to be the retailer that is exclusively selling these, you need to train your employees to understand there's collectors that are buying these. Like nobody but collectors for the most part are buying Steelbooks. So treat them with respect, because if they come in damaged, we're losing money too. Like it's just
and quit following us to the store.
what?
Following
Tony.
to the
What's
store.
going on?
There's that Tony guy again.
That guy's got the bags. Follow him.
I went in once with like a shopping bag, and I'm literally just taking movies and dropping them in the bag, like, legit, like I'm shopping. This guy walks up there and he goes, "Excuse me, sir. Could you come here a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah, what you need? Can we see what's in your bag?" I'm like, "You mean my shopping bag? There you go." Like that. And he's like, I'm like, "Is there a problem that I'm shopping with this bag? It's not like a purse with a zipper."
Yeah.
You're trying to save the planet using a reusable shopping bag, but you're buying steel books.
Yeah, it's literally hanging off my shoulder. I'm opening it, dropping it in, making noise. He's like, "Come with me." I'm like, "No."
I'm not gonna lie, that's
I'm not gonna come with you.
Sus. That's pretty sus. Huck.
It is frustrating.
right.
We could go on this topic for like 2 hours all day, but even the shipping, I mean, stuff is coming in damaged left and right. Look at your saw.
I get damaged stuff every week.
It's
from
just
Amazon
it's so frustrating
and
as
Best Buy.
collectors, though. I love collecting.
Yeah.
I'll never regret doing it. But getting all the damaged products in, like I got this movie and listen to this. Like I just got
Wait, crack it open.
It's so frustrating. I mean, and I was gonna watch that tonight, so we'll see if the disc still works. But it's just so frustrating.
You just gotta kind of let it go a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
All right,
sometimes,
Mike, we ready?
like when it's
Number
bent
one.
in half
Number
or like
one, number
smashed.
one.
You just have to
But
let
you're-
it go, and you have to say to yourself, "It's not that bad."
Your
It could
Running
be
Man
worse.
Steelbook that was ran over.
Now
by-
that was bad. Like I was not keeping that. So I did return that. And yeah, it's bad if I return something. But
Yeah.
if something has a little sloppy slip cover with little dents and stuff in it, I'm just like, oh well, I'll just maybe get a replacement later in life. Maybe I'll find it somewhere someday.
I got a stack.
All right, we're on number one. Number one is Sugarland Express.
Oh, stop it.
Nice.
Close that book.
Wow.
That's
wouldn't
the
be
one that
surprised,
Tony
Tim.
said could throw out.
I guess we'll go
Goldie
with.
Hawn for the win.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this. I posted this on IG today, but look at this
Yep.
freaking. That is insane. But also,
Come on.
I
All
love this
17 of them.
franchise so freaking much that after I saw World, I was so pumped, and I bought this like gigantic Mosasaur statue because the Mosasaur was like so badass. But I love this franchise. I adore it so freaking much. Just pulling out a whole bunch of Jurassic Park stuff. Got a lunchbox for it with the slashes in the back.
Go, Tim, go.
Oh wow! Talk about damage.
Yeah.
This is really cool. This is
That's the
on
cards.
the original Topps cards. But yeah, this is a perfect movie to me in every single way. It is my favorite John Williams. Actually, screw that. Favorite score of all time. Like it was pointed out, some of the most memorable scenes of all time. Love every character. shirtless Goldblum. I mean, there is so much about this movie. It is absolutely perfect. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. People will not agree with this. I think this is significantly better than the book. This is one of the few movies that I think actually surpasses the book. The book has more to it. Sure, every book has more than the movie, but Hammond's character is so freaking terrible in the book. Like, I love lovable Richard Attenborough in this, not the evil, despicable son of a bitch that's in the book. I don't think Grant has a good arc at all in the book. The arc in this is great. Like, in the book, he already likes kids. There's not really like this arc per se. In like the movie, he hates kids and ends up saving the kids and loving them by the end. So like, there's just so much more. It's like Crichton perfected his idea when he wrote the screenplay for Jurassic Park, the movie, because I adore this movie so much. I mean, I everyone already knows how much I love this movie. So yeah, I could pull more stuff too, but there's already, I've shown enough.
Truly shocking.
Some people you just know.
So proud of you, Tim. So proud of you. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to just before I go to my number one, say amen about the love for Ready Player One. I think it's fabulous. All right. We're going to round out the trilogy here because like some of you, I'm also a huge Indy fan, and my number one is Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is the original. Let me say, when I grew up, this was the one that I did grow up with. Ken, I know you didn't have these when you grew up, right? So for me, when I saw this, I saw it over and over. I thought that the pacing in this was perfect. I thought Harrison was freaking amazing. He looked fantastic. It was better than any film he's ever looked in. And I thought just Spielberg wanted to direct a Bond movie. And Lucas said, look, they're not going to hire you for that. I got the perfect thing for you to direct that's just like that. And that was this. And so I just think this is a perfect film. I think Harrison's great in it. The whole cast is fantastic. And top to bottom, I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's my favorite Spielberg film.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah.
It's no Jurassic Park.
It's no Hook, but it's pretty good.
Shocking.
Shocking. That's going to be Ken's answer. Everybody's pick. Number one. Shocking.
So my number one is going to be, I can't pick anything other than this. I just rewatched it on and the other night, and I think it reminded me of just how well directed it is, but it's actually some of the best cinematography I've ever seen, and that's going to be Saving Private Ryan. I think that it's just a remarkable film. Tom Hanks is great. The cast is great. It's well directed. It is just incredible cinematography. I love that movie all around. It's probably one of my favorite war films. It's not my favorite. It's not my number one, but it's definitely up there. And I forgot how good the scene on D-Day is. Like when they storm the island. I thought that was just remarkably well directed and everything.
Yeah, I agree. That opening scene just, oh my goodness, gets me every time. That's my favorite war scene, I think, out of any movie.
I forgot if you answered. Did you see Band of Brothers at all?
Me? No, I haven't.
Oh, man. If you Band of Brothers is seriously, if you like Saving Private Ryan, you will love Band of Brothers. It is, like I said, it's perfection. It is produced by Spielberg and Tom Hanks. Everything you would like about Saving Private Ryan carries over to Band of Brothers, and it is perfection. Seriously, it is perfection.
I've heard great things.
Shocking.
Is it my turn
No.
for my number one? Does anybody have any guesses?
I wonder what it will be.
Look, this is a really underrated Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
film.
whatever. Come on.
2018. The Post.
Oh, stop it.
Fantastic. This is my
Put that
number
shit down.
one.
Put
By
that shit
far. Number
Put
one.
that shit down.
I can't believe nobody's mentioned this movie yet, but Gremlins is absolutely my favorite Spielberg movie.
Would you quit it? He produced that.
Such a great Spielberg. What? He did?
Are you serious? Put that down.
Oh, I forgot to bring Poltergeist over here. That would be.
I was going to say, at least do
next choice.
Poltergeist, bro.
Yeah.
We know he directed it.
Yeah, it's E.T.
Yeah, it is.
Well, look, I gotta look. Let me show this off. Has anybody got that? Has anybody
No.
got this
We know where you
DVD
got that
collector
from.
set? Yeah, Joe and Marie sent me this. They found it at a Goodwill. Look at that.
Yeah.
You don't see
That's
that?
cool.
You seeing this? Yeah. It's even got a certificate of authenticity. So now I feel like a real ET fan.
So
What
does
does it
this
mean?
stupid lunchbox. This
What does it mean?
lunchbox has
But this
one.
means more.
That means the box is real, made of cardboard.
It means more. But yeah, this is probably the first memory I have of watching like an actual movie. Like I probably watched cartoons and stuff before. I've just been watching this movie since I was a kid. I've loved it since I was a kid. I loved it the entire time as I've grown up, and I've got to watch it with my kids, and they've loved it. And yeah, it's just a great movie. Some great puppeteering work. E.T. looks fantastic, still looks great. All the performances are great, and the music, easily to me, the best John Williams score. And I don't even think it's close.
Did you
at
buy
all.
that Mondo vinyl when I sent you the link?
I did not, Tim.
Ah,
I can only collect movies right now. I can't go down the vinyl rabbit hole. Even though I did get the Terminator vinyl that I pre-ordered 6 months ago. I got it in like last month. Great movie. What can you say about E.T.? It's a classic.
It is.
I love it. It only gets better every single time I see it, and that's rare. It is rare.
it makes me
E.T.'s
want Reese's
fantastic.
Pieces.
It does make you want Reese's Pieces. You got, like Huck said, you got Drew Barrymore, cute as a button. And I actually would not be opposed to an E.T. 2. I really would. You get the cast together as long as I got Henry Thomas and Drew Barrymore and the whole gang, Dee Wallace back together.
That poor
I think
older
they could
brother
pull off
never
an
gets-
E.T.
The
2.
older brother never gets any love. Do you even know his name?
I don't, Tony. So fake
Do you
ET fan
even
right
know
here.
his name?
Hold on a second.
He
But then
drove the
E.T.'s gonna
van,
come back.
man.
E.T.'s gonna
Is
be
it-
all super old and stuff.
Is it
you know.
Peter Coyote?
No,
Is that it?
that's the man that came in and helped him.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know his name. What's his name, Tony?
Don't ask me. I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
Oh,
It's your-
come on.
It's your number
Tony.
one Spielberg film. I thought you would know it.
It's your number 2, and you don't?
Nope.
Somebody will put it in the chat. But anyway,
My number
E.T.'s
one
great.
film is a film that came out, I think the year I graduated in 1987. And when it came out, I saw it on a Saturday. And as soon as I watched it, I called 2 of my friends. They had to go see it also because it was so good. It was The Color Purple. So this
Yeah.
is a film. I don't know. Not many people talk about this film, but it's probably one of his best films ever. I got this nice, beautiful digibook. Never been open. Paid $12.99 for it. But anyways, this right here just had an anniversary. Me and my brother, who saw it back in 87, went and saw it again in the theater. Very different experience. People were just yapping throughout the whole film, like they do nowadays. But back in 87, people paid attention. But yeah, Color Purple. It's my favorite. Great quotable movie. The musical score from Quincy Jones. The acting. It's got Oprah Winfrey in it. Whoopi Goldberg. Danny Glover. Great story.
Nice pick, Don.
Thank you.
That's those kids nowadays, Tony.
Yeah, those kids nowadays.
I forgot to show my Jurassic Park book.
I mean, where's that
Son of
Color
a
Purple
bitch.
book?
Tony's going all deep with Color Purple, but I forgot to show my Jurassic Park book.
He's going deep purple over there.
No, but it's got all types of cool little like memento things in there, like greetings from Jurassic Park, and it's a really cool book. So just wanted to show it because again, I freaking adore this movie. Yeah, all types of like fold out collectible stuff.
Dang. Watch
Yeah.
out. Don't close the book on it.
Yeah, no, I'm fixing it now, but I had it by my feet, and I'm like, oh, I got to show that book. And then right after Tony talks about something deep and serious, and Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
Nobody gave any love to Close Encounters.
Hey, look, y'all. Hey, Tony, you'll appreciate this. Is my wife's book.
Oh yes,
The Color
yes.
Purple.
Did you say Close Encounters, Tony?
No.
I didn't get that set.
By the way, the brother's name is Michael, and it's played by Robert McNaughton. There you go, Ken. Ken, it's Michael.
Or Robert.
Well, he
Well,
was great.
that's
Okay, we
the
don't even
actor's
need to know his name.
All right,
Hey,
so
Mike.
my number one first place, Catch Me If You Can.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a shocking pick, but to me, I can rewatch this movie all the time. I was almost going to hold off on this Steelbook because, it's going to come to 4K, of course, but I had to get the Steelbook anyway. The Steelbook looks awesome, but the movie is great. One of the best Leo performances out there, one of the best Tom Hanks performances. And to me, it's just a fun, interesting movie that's like starts and then just keeps going until it finishes. I think it's paced very well. I love the set design, the costume design. Like, I think it transports back to the period perfectly. But once again, just a fun movie. A lot of good quotable lines in there. And I just love how like Leo's character, it's just a game to him, like running away, and he kind of almost wants to be caught a little bit. And it's just like a back and forth, cat and mouse game. So very fun movie to me. I really like it. So I had to go with Catch Me If You Can.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I didn't have ET on my list. Sorry, but I wore the shirt.
Wow, Mike, are you serious?
But I got the collectibles. Okay, I got the movie for honor.
It must be number 6, just out of the top.
Here. Yes, it probably. I don't know. I don't know if it would have been my number 6, but I got my little Blu-ray.
Oh my God! Not even number 6.
Between that and Jaws.
What?
I mean, not even top 10, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Maybe top 10, possibly.
Yeah, I was
20.
surprised that nobody did pull Close Encounters.
I thought that was going to be a Huck pull, if I was being honest.
Ken
I
is
thought
probably
Close
going to
Encounters
block
was
you after this.
Was that
stream.
Close Encounters?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a Huck pull.
I mean, I like Close Encounters, but just
Felt like
it's
a Huck
not.
movie because of Star Trek. It just
Yeah, it's got that nice sci-fi element. It's good.
Oh yeah,
It's
and the musical score of "Catch Me If You Can" is great, and I think
That's a
that's
great
done
score.
by John Williams as well. But I love that musical
Yeah,
score.
it is.
I feel like those.
2 mice fell in a bucket of cream.
I feel like
Alright,
those
that's
Funko
it.
Pops are actually Anna's.
Oh, Anna, yeah, a lot of them are Anna's. Like I said, I kind of slowed down on them, but she keeps going with them. So
She makes sure to point that out usually.
yeah,
And also, we got Christopher Walken in here, right?
Oh,
If I
yeah.
remember.
Mhm.
Right?
That's what didn't you
good.
get my impersonation just now, Huck? I said
How
two
can
mice
you do,
I was just trying to
bucket.
ignore it.
fell in
how
a
can
bucket
you
of
do a
cream.
better impersonation of Christopher Walken?
Who, me?
I got to tell you now, both of you sitting there like dumbasses on a log. I mean, I've seen raccoons carry on better conversations.
That was great, actually.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Nicely done.
Ken, did you want to do that again?
No, I'm good. I will say though, I didn't put Jaws in my top 5, and it would absolutely been. It's my number 2, really.
Yeah,
Wow,
well,
1-0.
And it
Huck,
was-
are you really
I was
good
trying
at
to do some
impersonations or
different picks.
just like Christopher Walken? Or can you do a bunch?
I used to do the hell out of Christopher Walken. I even did it for my wife's sisters, and they thought I was the funniest guy ever. So I'm like, yes, I'm in with the sisters.
Even Nick is clapping. Everybody is happy with that one. That was
You guys, you're blowing my mind. Thanks, gee whiz. Pull a wash out of my ass and thank you, but I'm not.
Can you do Goldblum?
Goldblum. I can fake it. It's inherently no. I did it earlier when I did the impression from Jurassic Park. Must have not landed as good.
No, absolutely not.
Take it easy.
What about War of the Worlds?
Yeah. Are we doing
This is
honorable mentions now?
this was-
Yeah,
this was my
yeah.
honorable
Anybody that
mention.
wants to throw out some honorable mentions, go for
Yeah,
it.
Ken, I'm with you. I'm with you,
I
baby.
think War of the Worlds is very underrated. I think it's
I think it's
awesome.
fantastic.
I think the beginning
that's
is like
props up. I've never seen the
super,
original.
like intense. Like the first 30 minutes. of
It's
this movie,
really good.
super intense.
What about Who Likes Bridge of Spies? Because I think Mark Rylance's performance.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that one.
Mark
I have
Rylance
it, but I haven't seen it.
crushes it in that movie. Like that's one of the best performances I've seen in a Spielberg movie in general. Like Mark Rylance.
Yeah, I've heard great things about that movie.
Did y'all like Terminal?
I like
like
Terminal. I
Terminal.
know some people don't, but I like it.
like
I
Terminal
haven't
quite a
seen it
bit.
since it came out, and I remember being bored to death by it. But I've heard good things about it.
I like the Terminal.
Did you hear that guy actually went back to the terminal and then died at the terminal? The guy, the story that it's based on, he went back to the terminal and then what was it back a week later or a couple days later, he died at the terminal.
Wow.
That was so weird. Anyway, Tim, Jurassic Park book. Now what about this? Who else like
Oh,
Who
I
else
love
like,
West Side Story.
West Side Story? I thought this was phenomenal. A lot of people
I
weren't
still
loving
haven't
on this
seen it.
film,
I
but
haven't
I thought,
seen it.
right, Mike? Like I thought the music was great, the direction was fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And I didn't have the original to taint it for me. Like I didn't have that to like hold it against and go, oh, it doesn't hold up. So for me, it was just a first time watch of either, and I liked it like a lot.
yeah, mine too. I've never seen the original either, but from people that have seen both, I hear some people actually say they do prefer the Spielberg one. But
And
I
that
mean, it's
girl is
filmed
great.
perfection. I mean, literally, like the use of shadows in it, just when people
Mhm.
are like walking up the fight, it's like, oh my goodness, excellent.
Mike, I got a question for you. I
Yeah.
see you with a blanket on all your out of theater reactions. Do you go to the theater with a blanket all the
Oh
time?
yes, yeah, that's me and Amazing Anna. We always bring blankets to the theater. Absolutely, because you got to get
Smart.
comfy in the theater. I mean, you
Is
just
it
have
That's
cold?
to.
awesome.
Is it cold in your theater?
In the theaters? Yeah, yeah. They
My
always got
wife's
the
brought
AC
brought a
cranked up.
blanket before to the theater.
I've never brought a blanket. Do you ever think about bringing a pillow soon, Mike?
A pillow.
You know, that's not a bad idea. If I go to like a lounging like seat recliner one, a pillow may not be a bad idea.
Y'all see the theaters with like the beds in them? I'm like, y'all just going too
What?
far. That's
A bed?
disgusting.
It's like
I
a
feel like
Murphy
I'm
bed.
waiting
waiting
for
for like
somebody to have sex
Avatar
in
or
those
something.
beds
with
at the
how
We're supposed
long
to go to a
it's gonna
theater
be,
and,
but-
and get in
50
a
Shades of
bed
Grey is going to
where
happen in
somebody
the
was in.
theater.
Oh my god.
So if we're talking honorable mentions, I also gotta say for Jurassic Park 3, how badass is the scene after they hear the sat phone going off, but
That's
they
not
don't know.
Spielberg.
Yeah, well,
That's
Jurassic
not
Park 3 is
Spielberg.
not Spielberg too.
That's Joe
true.
Johnson.
He
That's
did.
Joe Johnson.
That's Joe
Yeah,
Johnson.
that's
Thanks,
true.
Ben. That's it. I'm jumping
anyway,
ship.
But how awesome is that scene? I'm on a Jurassic Park high. I don't care. But how awesome is that scene?
This
though?
isn't a Jurassic Park stream, Tim.
It's a Jurassic Park stream. But
It
how
is
awesome
now.
is that scene?
Right here. It's a Jurassic Park.
How
scene.
awesome is the scene in Jurassic World Dominion where all the bugs come out and they start
That was
fighting?
awesome.
That's
That
pretty
was
cool.
terrible.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
That was
I was like,
terrible.
look at all those locusts.
I'm on
Where's
a
the
Jurassic Park
dinosaurs?
high. Let's talk about Jurassic Park for the next 20 minutes.
Dinosaurs.
The best part of that was when the legacy characters came back, and you got more Jeff Goldblum. Shit, I was doing.
I just thought they did a massive
Yeah.
disservice
no.
to the legacy characters. I hated Dominion so much. Like I hated it. I would have rather the original characters not been there because I felt
I
like
agree.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah, but was it Signs hate? That's what I want to know.
oh no, it's not signed. Very little. is
And
signed.
that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say, not liking the movie Signs. The most ridiculous.
You
terrible.
must
And I've
not
heard you say a lot of
listen to-
ridiculous
You
things.
must not hear Tim talk a lot. He
Yeah.
says a lot of
I hear Tim talk
movies.
talkies all the time. I hear
Well, he
Tim
doesn't
Talk
hear me
Talkies.
because he thinks I
I've
hate
been
it.
subscribed. I've been subscribed to Tim Talks Talkies since 2020, since before he got rid of that channel and started a new one.
So
I'm
you
an
know
old
that he
school. I'm
hates
an
a lot
old
of
school
horror
Tim Talks
movies.
Talkies subscriber. Okay, I've heard him say a lot of things, have a lot of opinions, but the Signs opinion is the most ridiculous. that I've
And he
ever heard.
hates a lot of horror movies too.
anything that's not directed by Sam Raimi.
I hate a lot of bad horror. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Barbarian's not bad.
Yes, it is. Barbarian sucked.
Get him,
I mean,
Tim.
I can understand that opinion. I can at least wrap my mind around that opinion. I don't agree, but Signs, come on, man. Yeah, when's the last
Tony,
time you
did you
watched
like
that?
Barbarian?
Was it since the theater?
Oh, so, it's been a long time because I hated it, so I don't really care.
Rewatch it. Rewatch
Tony,
it.
did you
It's
It's
something.
on
Watch a movie that he hates.
Rewatch it.
did you like
I
it?
liked it.
Just rewatch it.
Time is too
No.
precious.
Now, Mike, did you like Barbarian?
Oh yeah, I love Barbarian. One of the best
Well,
horror movies of the year
Thomas
for sure.
Harris-
That's the
Characters I've
only
seen on
movie that
screen.
delivered for me this year off the
Oh.
hype that everybody had for it.
Ugh.
Only
you didn't
one.
Like, you didn't like X, huh?
I thought X was overhyped. I thought Black Phone was overhyped. I thought
I know you guys
freaking
like-
everybody was loving Smile. Like I did. I was like, what? This movie's like barely above like trash Blumhouse films. Like it's just one notch above like Truth or Dare, Fantasy Island.
Wow,
What about
that
Pearl?
does not give me hyped for that movie. Then
I like
it's,
Smile.
It's not
Fantasy
bad.
Island.
I'm just saying, like, people were hyping it up like it was
It's not bad. You just
one of
call
the
it hot
best-
trash.
one of the best horror movies of the year. Like, what are you
It's
all talking
above
about?
trash. It's just above trash.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
probably
just
put it around
above-
like
it's a
number
notch
5 for the
above.
year. Not
So
probably.
it's just above Barbarian then.
I would
Just
rather
above trash.
rewatch Truth or
Wow,
Dare
Tim. Wow.
than watch
Fighting
Smile
words.
again.
I've-
Truth or
And
Dare at least
Goonies
knows what
was
it is.
produced by Steven Spielberg, not directed.
Yeah, do you want to go
Right.
into run down all the produced ones, Tim? Do you know
Oh
them
my
all off the top of
God.
your head? I feel like you do.
I know. I don't know him all off the top of my head. He has 100 and like.
Tim, did you hate
57
Unbreakable?
I-
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
hates. The
Hey,
wrong
we're
word.
gonna
I
save
don't
that for the
care.
Shyamalan stream.
I don't.
Yeah, let's dial back to Spielberg, y'all.
All right.
I'm not going to be
Any
involved
other?
in an M Night one. So
One last thing I have to bring up is it annoys the piss out of me that people don't want to give Toby Hooper respect
For
for directing Poltergeist. He directed that movie. Spielberg may have tinkered a little bit.
Huck, you
Helped
hate
slightly,
going off
but that
topic.
movie is 100%.
What's that?
Toby
I
Hooper.
said you hate going off topic. The moment we start talking about something other than
No, I'm just trying to get it dialed in for Mike. You know, you got to get it back on track, man. Poor guy's like,
Yeah.
I've lost the ship, you know.
Oh no, it's okay. You guys are doing great.
you can feel though with his produced stuff. So I
Mike
mentioned
knows
this in-
what to expect. Okay,
I
bringing
mentioned
us
this
all
in
in here.
the group chat, but for people watching, so I'm talking with my wife, and she's bad at telling like what my top movies are. She's bad at doing that. And I was like, anyways, what are your top 5 Spielberg movies? Just because we got the stream coming up, I was curious. She's like, I can't really think of what Spielberg movies are. And then she's like, you know what? I liked Super 8 quite a bit. I'm like, hey,
I
man,
saw
all the
that.
movies, you didn't even list one that's directed by him. Like Super 8's good, and it does feel very Spielberg, but it's like, damn. What about
I can completely understand
this
somebody
one?
thinking Spielberg directed that, though.
Oh, it feels very much like
Yeah,
his
that's
movie,
like-
but
Yeah.
A Spielberg movie.
it's written by Abrams, directed by Abrams. Like it's a full-on Abrams movie.
It's
The
a
lens-
love letter to Steven, you can tell.
The
Obviously,
lens flare
yeah.
alone should say J.J. Abrams, though. Like there's
Yeah, I
lens
know.
flares galore.
He loves the shit out of that lens flare, doesn't he?
Tony, I can never tell if you're in the corner there judging quietly or if you're just listening.
Tony's always judging.
I could never tell.
Always
Oh, it's
judging.
always
That's right.
judging.
He's waiting, and he's going to use whatever we say against us in a little stinger later on.
He was coming out with singers in the beginning. I pull Always in Duel, and he's talking about movies no
Zing.
one's seen.
Oh, yeah.
Zing.
Silent assassin down there.
I love when
I
Tony
mean-
makes jokes because his comedic timing is very.
We do a top 5 Spielberg, and your first pick is Always?
Yes.
What is
But you haven't seen
What?
Always, right?
And
Always
that's-
will always
haven't
be his
seen it.
number 5.
Always?
You didn't see it though.
Yes,
You can't-
always. That was my
I
number.
kinda-
I
five.
love Always.
That's why when you pulled Sugarland Express as your number 1, I was like, okay, that seems in line with what he's been picking all night.
Oh wow,
Wow.
dude! I seriously, you have
Yes.
to see
Color
Always though,
Purple
because
all the way.
it's.
I mean, color
masculine movie.
purple is at least,
Raise
it's
your
an
hand if you-
iconic film.
Raise your
like,
hand
everybody
if you've
knows
seen
about
Color
it.
Purple.
I'll mildly. I've seen parts of it. I have not
Yeah.
seen all of it.
I have the digibook. I need to see it.
I don't even own it.
I'm surprised.
Who put it
Tim,
out though, Tony? Who put
Warner
that out?
Brothers. Warner Brothers.
So we should get a 4K.
Oh,
of
that's
that
why
in
we didn't get it
20
in this set, Tim. I'm
I
surprised we
think
didn't get
that
Color
movie came
Purple.
out in 1985,
That
Tony,
what?
didn't it?
We didn't get
I think
Color
it was
Purple in this because it was
1985.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love if they did like a Spielberg like volume set of 4Ks, like how they're doing with Hitchcock. Like if they could do different volume sets, that'd be awesome.
I don't
That'd
think
be
there's
great.
Who has
quite
most of
enough
his
films,
movies?
and they've already released so many.
Yeah,
on
Color
4K.
Purple's 85, so we should be seeing a 4K in 2025 for the 40th anniversary.
That's hilarious. That is kind of
Yeah.
how it goes. They just wait for the anniversary. He's not wrong.
More often than not, every now and then you'll get something like the thing
Color
that
Purple
came
just had
out
an anniversary.
39th.
Y'all saw that for Deadpool when they did the 2-year anniversary.
That was great. That was great. You don't go wait 5 years at a time.
They were
You
like,
guys want to talk about the Animaniacs? Steven Spielberg.
I
I
produced
love the
that.
Animaniacs.
That was one of my favorite cartoons growing up.
Look at that.
Producing wise, he is so influential. Oh, we didn't talk directing wise. How about Twilight Zone, the movie?
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen
That's
that.
good. He did the segment "Kick the Can."
kick
I
the
like
can.
that segment.
Now, is there a Steven Spielberg film you guys actually like can't stand?
No, I
would
may not
say-
rewatch. I may not rewatch like Amistad, but and I haven't seen BFG. But there's nothing I've seen so far I can't stand. Anybody see 1010?
I started it. I stopped it. It wasn't because I hated it. I just don't think I was feeling the animation style at the moment. So,
What is BFG?
Is
Big
Warhorse
friendly
any good?
Warhorse is good.
Oh, Warhorse, yeah.
Warhorse.
I haven't seen that
Lincoln.
one.
Lincoln's a good one.
Oh, Lincoln's great.
I honestly haven't seen a ton of his dramas. If I'm being honest, those are the ones I feel
No
like.
joke.
yeah,
When we went and saw
clear of.
Warhorse at the theater, there was not an empty seat. We were all crammed in that theater.
Really, for
Elbow to elbow.
Warhorse.
It was terrible.
Damn.
Worst theater
Yeah.
experience, but the movie was
Damn.
great.
Damn.
For Tintin, because there's Tintin love. I really like the old cartoons. I just think at the time it came out, that was also Zemeckis is hardcore into that same mocap animation. I don't like that animation style. It
Yeah.
just- I don't know. I can't jive with it. I just don't really care for it. Story
See,
wise,
I'm the opposite of Bob. There's only 3 or 4 I haven't seen, whereas for Bob, there's only 3 or 4 he has seen.
I've seen
Sick burn.
There's
seen,
still
like,
a lot
10 of
I
his
need to see
films.
too. There's a ton I need to see.
I've seen like 10 of Spielberg's.
He's
films.
seen 10.
I'm about
Huck.
that
Ten,
range,
Some respect on it.
probably. I'm about
10 out
that,
of 40.
10.
I've only
10 out
seen
of
probably,
40. He does
probably
not
20.
have 40 movies.
Bob,
Yeah, give or take.
Bob's at the wrong corner. There's the zingers right up there.
Huck will get you. Huck will get you for
Me
sure.
and Tony,
He'll
we're
get- Huck
ready
likes
to
to cut
go.
right to the core of your soul, and then just make
No,
you think about
Bob,
it for the rest of the night.
Don't toy with me.
That's how Huck rolls. He's a nasty, nasty individual.
Oh. Is that what they say? Wow.
I tried
Cut you wide open.
I bet
I
he
tried
had,
looking this
Right
up.
here live in front of the world. How many people we got watching right now? 44? Live
I know. I
in front
didn't
of
say
44
shit.
people.
He's just like, yeah,
Huck just
Bob.
cut you straight open. Now you're bleeding all over the place.
Huck's the kind of guy he just finds for the guy that's quiet, didn't say anything, and then he attacks him for no
That's
reason.
tired. He's overworked. He's been working all day, Huck. And you just attack him like that?
Was that an attack? Wow.
That was pretty,
Wait till I get
pretty
loose.
brutal, man.
So I tried looking this up. Is his short Amblin
Oh, no.
on any Blu-rays or anything like that? Does anyone know? Because I wanted to look and see because I'd like to watch that.
I don't think so.
No,
Mm-mm.
maybe I'll have to YouTube it or something like that. But for anyone watching that doesn't know, he did a short in what is it, 60 or something like that, like 1960, called Amblin, which is where Amblin Entertainment comes from. So I'd like
Talk
to watch
about somebody who did a ton of shorts. Scorsese did so many shorts.
Raimi did a ton of shorts. I would love a Blu-ray release that has like all of his shorts. He has so many.
Who has the, well, I know Tony does, the Scorsese shorts from Criterion?
Criterion, I do not have them.
Tony. I don't either.
Hmm.
And never
Nobody
will.
talked about Lincoln. No respect
did-
for
I
Abraham.
know we did.
Thinking.
He totally said that.
No, did you?
He's not listening now. Bottom row.
He was having a
All
hard.
right. So
He
I
was-
went through and counted. I've only seen 20 Steven Spielberg movies.
I'm still in shock right now that Tony
catch
doesn't
up.
own all 1,250 Criterion
They're on my
movies.
wish list if somebody wants to buy
Yeah,
one.
We'll
I'm
get
too
you a
busy
couple,
buying-
Tony. When's your birthday?
$20 for a bear trap. It's about
Saw.
big.
Tony, man,
Well,
I wish you would have
titles are
I
you
wish you
missing
would have
out on that?
consulted
900?
with your boys here at Mid Evolution before you went out and bought that. We would have told you it was a bad idea.
Why
Not
didn't
to
you
do
tell
it.
me? Should
gotta
have told
do
me.
that.
It was a bad
Yeah,
idea.
Tony, that Amazon has that for $439 right
I
now.
bought 2 of them. I canceled one. They gave me a hard time about canceling the one. I would have canceled all of it if I could have.
What are you
Can you
doing
sell
with
it?
this one? Are you gonna get your money back?
He's got
and
it right
send
there,
back?
background prop.
Except yeah, it's my prop now.
Are you gonna send it
That's a
back
sweet
though? I
prop.
know you were talking about it yesterday. You punched a hole in the.
No, I didn't punch the hole. The hole was already there when I got it.
That was hilarious. You were like,
Should have beat the
I didn't
shit out
punch
of
the
it
hole.
live.
I didn't punch the hole. It was there.
So they're sending replacements, and I bet they're gonna arrive exactly the same.
Oh yeah, they will. They're just wrapping. They're wrapping the reversible bear trap in bubble wrap and still putting it in the case with no anchor to keep it from busting through.
Yeah, like that's gonna stop anything. Like you said, the loose, like it's the bear trap in there that's
Yeah.
loose. It's banging up
Weight.
against that plastic and then rips it.
Yeah, every time the box gets moved.
Stupid. And
But don't
we
worry
know,
though, Via Vision thinks that they're putting out a quality set.
and we know how UPS and FedEx handle our packages.
Oh, I
see
kick
it
all, I
coming.
kick all your packages.
Wink, 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 Tim.
What's bigger? The
Tim
blue-
handles our
Tony's bringing your
packages
packages in
with-
like Ace Ventura.
Tim handles our packages very well.
I deliver just like Ace Ventura. I'm going to
Tim,
elevators and holding the package in so the elevator closes on them.
Tim, I'll trust you with my package anytime, Tim.
Whoa!
Damn!
Dang, yo.
I post pictures in my stories though. Often
I saw
of
the
what things
TV.
look like. Yeah. Never
He
one.
He tries to give y'all a heads up. He's like, "Hey, we suck out here delivering
Yes,
packages.
exactly.
So don't do this."
Now, what about
Yeah.
Empire of the Sun? Anybody see that one? With young Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't believe nobody brought up the one episode of Columbo that he directed.
Yeah.
So Tim, that
I
I thought that would
TV,
have been a
Tim,
hug,
that
a
TV
hug
you
pick
had in
as
the
well.
truck.
That would have been a hug.
Do you
pick,
bring
right?
that straight to them, or like you don't leave it at the door? You obviously you bring it to them, right?
No. If
The
it's
TV?
not if there's no signature, no, I don't have no, seriously, no. If something has to have a signature required on it for me to actually get the person, I'm
Yeah.
paid by the day. So if I'm stopping at every single house, meeting all the people, I'm getting paid less money
Yeah.
overall. It's not.
I get it.
I'm not paid- I'm not
It's
paid-
just
doesn't
funny,
have-
like an OLED, an 85-inch OLED gets just left at somebody's door.
and that's the responsibility of the shipper to have put a signature on it.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for that. I'm sorry. I mean,
5 minutes later, somebody's grabbing the TV. Tim,
Can you
sees it, he's
imagine
like,
Tim
not my
talking to
problem
everybody
now.
that he delivers to about Jurassic Park? He would have two
Tim's got
deliveries.
his Lego
during
set.
the day.
Look
but
at this.
I know it sounds mean, but like it's just when you're not paid for the certain stuff, like there's a lot of stuff customers expect. I'm paid $150 for the entire day, regardless of the amount of hours I do. People want absurd stuff, and I could literally be out there for 14 hours and getting paid
The
garbage.
same amount as you would if you were done in 8
amount,
hours.
same amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I going to sacrifice
Fuck
my day and pay just to appease every single customer for what they think they're supposed to get? I'm sorry, it's not what I'm paid.
No,
for.
I get it. And it's
I
a
mean,
pain
if you
in
got
the
a
ass. I
TV
mean,
being delivered,
if
you actually
somebody
be there to
doesn't-
get it.
if somebody doesn't open the door and now you're sitting out there in the cold for 4 minutes waiting for them to come to the door, that's a pain.
Yeah,
In their
it's-
underwear.
Yeah. Let me go put some clothes on, and it's like, well,
I
you knew
wouldn't
you had a
expect
package.
a delivery driver to sit by my package out there.
I just
Who
want
the
to say
hell
real quick,
expects that?
Derek said, convicted, said Lincoln was the first ever acting Oscar win for any of Spielberg's movies. That's crazy.
That's
I'm still
mind-
shocked Liam.
Derek is like an awards
Yeah.
machine. Like
I'm shocked that Liam Neeson didn't win for Schindler. That was shocking, kind of. I was like,
Yeah.
But what do you think, Fablemans? I hope it's good. Maybe he'll get some more acting wins. Although Michelle Williams, they put her in the best actress category, and I think that was probably not the best choice.
Craig said, "Where's
she's
that
already
Duel
in there?
4K? Where's Duel on 4K? I know Tony would be the first one to buy it."
Hmm.
He said
Supposed
he
to
was
come.
speaking so highly of Duel earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
Duel's
I'll
a good
actually
movie.
watch it.
It's a good movie. It's no The Car.
I mean, it's a
That
TV
one,
movie.
Tim.
How good could it be?
Do you really
Yeah, Tim.
prefer the car over Duel?
Ooh,
No, I just love referencing The Car whenever I can because no one's. There's very few have heard of The
I always
Car.
think of the two of them to get like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they're very similar.
yeah.
I like The Car too. It's
I
cheesy
saw the
fun.
car.
yeah, but
I loved
the
it when
car,
it chased the kids in the playground.
Yeah.
the car
It's
is
like if Christine had a shitty cousin.
the car is like silly over the top fun, but Duel is like legitimately tense the entire. It's not really like
Yeah.
silly at all. Like the car flips over sideways to hit two cop cars so they explode, and it lands on its wheels and drives away. Like it's absurd.
Neither one of those top Christine though.
No,
No,
but
they
they're
don't,
different. Duel is like it's a person. It's not a haunted car or anything like that. Duel
Good
is just
comparison, Bob.
Did you say bad comparison?
I said good comparison.
Oh.
No.
Talk about
Way to put a little respect on Christine.
What's
I
that,
was
Tony?
thinking the same
What's that?
Can we talk about Unhinged?
Unhinged is awesome.
Unhinged
movie.
I love Unhinged. Like that movie's just it's so much more violent than I expected to. I just love that they just took chances.
I was expecting like a generic.
I hate when
by the way.
movies
Video.
The
Screen
car.
Factory. I hate when movies like that deserve an R rating or PG-13. Like I get it, it's gonna sell, it's gonna make more money in the box office being PG-13, but they're still successful R-rated movies. And your movie, 90% of the time, when you make something that deserves an R rating, PG-13, I think it suffers a lot.
Unhinged was successful because it was like the only movie that came out.
Yeah,
I think the
right
entire
after.
summer.
Yeah,
It was like the
Was
first
that
one to
Russell
come
Crowe?
back.
that and Freaky, like this around the same
Russell
time.
Crowe. If you haven't seen it, Huck, it's a lot of fun. I would recommend
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it yet.
It's not
Unhinged.
bad.
Oh man, Russell Crowe. Yeah,
He's good.
Good.
He's brutal in it, like really brutal.
All right.
He's now
Anybody?
movie AV.
I was gonna say any other honorable mentions for Steven Spielberg or any last words on the Steven Spielberg topic before we close it out?
He's
All right.
amazing.
There we
Thumbs
go.
up.
Two thumbs up. Yay movies.
Yay
He's
movies.
pretty-
He's overall, I'd say he's a
amazing.
pretty good director. I would say
Overall.
overall, on the whole,
Just a
He's
little bit.
made more better
give
than
him a-
worse
a
movies.
thumbs up, thumbs kind of in the middle, towards up. So
Wait,
pretty good.
Low-key Vision Films just said Megan is going to be PG-13. That's disappointing.
Well, I mean, it's a January horror film, so
So
Yeah.
a lot of people are hyped for Megan. I actually laughed in the theater when I saw the trailer. That was the first time. I was like,
You didn't
this-
like the TikTok dance?
I didn't like anything about that
I was
trailer.
actually surprised that anybody was excited for that.
Another movie that everybody will love that Tim will hate.
Probably.
It's a Blumhouse movie. That's like the kiss of death now.
I love that
They
Ken
don't do
does
anything
not
good.
respect Blumhouse that much because Blumhouse has gone so far down the hole. Like
Blumhouse has made my favorite film of the 2010s with Whiplash, and
Oh, for sure,
Ever
but
since then,
they're getting way worse, progressively worse, and they're just like catering to what it's just terrible. Like I can't stand them and Disney.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll give everybody a chance to promote their channel here before we close it out.
On that note, so I feel I said some controversial stuff tonight, so I fully expect to look and I lost like 15 subscribers. But
swing away, Tim, swing away.
oh god, Jesus. I stand by what I said though. Like I don't care. I say controversial.
You shouldn't.
Stuff. I shouldn't. I'm Tim. I say stuff that you might not agree with, but they're my opinions. Deal with it. Yay movies.
Tim, never change ever. It is what makes you you, and I love your passion.
I don't care, Tim. I'm not giving you a pass on that Signs opinion. You're gonna have to change it.
I'm
Okay,
creating
I don't
a
want
video
this
on
whole.
why
We all
Signs
have
suck.
our own opinions. I don't need that. Just go rewatch the movie and tell me you love it. All right.
All right, you know the drill. It's Huck. I got my channel, Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. Come check it out. Do all kinds of fun stuff there. I don't know if there's trivia tomorrow night because the people I got on board all have different ways of communicating, which is becoming difficult. But, it'll be back. That's all I can say. At some point, maybe tomorrow night, be on the lookout for a link or not.
Are they trying to communicate with you on TikTok?
Well, it's like I what I've learned is when I go to do any more in the future, everyone just has to have Instagram.
Instagram
For me to
yeah.
do it, they have
Group-
to, because when we do it, we all
Group
have
chats.
a group chat, and so I can tell everyone in one place the times, what to expect. Here's the link, but one's on Facebook, two are on
Email.
Instagram, one's on neither.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
saying
you-
you got 3 people on that spoke different languages.
What if you
That'd be
put out-
fine. That'd be great.
You just gotta write it. But yeah, no, I'm
I was
with
gonna say, is this the first
with
ever
Huck.
international?
Instagram. You get an
Maybe
Instagram, make it easy. Group chat. You send out a link. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's done.
Tim talks controversy. I love it. That's great. Perfect. Okay. Bob's Blu-ray. It's been a while since I've posted a video on YouTube. Hoping to do so soon, but if I post a video, it's going to be a really long one, and it's probably going to be in a week or two. Expect like an
Like
hour
long
to
ones.
3 hour video because I've got hauls from the last 3 weeks, and that's what my next video is going to be. And if I have bags under my eyes, it's because I've been working a ton. So I apologize. I look very tired.
Should put makeup on, Bob.
I sure have.
Hang in there, Bob. You got it.
Hey, I had fun talking Spielberg movies tonight, Mike. Thank you for having me on. I'm Ken at Mid-Level Media. If you want to subscribe to my channel, the link is down below. I think Mike put it down there.
Yes.
And I talk Blu-rays and physical media, and I'm gonna have to talk signs pretty soon. Put some respect on it since Tim decimated it tonight. But yeah, I love Spielberg. Thank you for having me on to talk about him. And The Lost World rules.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for I forgot to say that, but thanks, because it's been a while since I've been on a stream, so I appreciate you reaching out.
Of course, yeah. Thank you all for joining. And once again, everybody, links are in the description below for everybody's channel. So definitely go ahead and go to their channel, subscribe, watch some videos, like, comment. I know we all appreciate it.
Hey, I'm Tony, Basement Blues. I had a good time talking to Spielberg. And thanks, Mike, for letting me be a part of this. It was nice being on your channel for the first time. And yeah, yay, Color Purple.
Wow, ends with a zinger.
Tony, it looks like you got a few movies around you.
He's got a couple.
Yeah, just a few.
All right. So once again, thank you everybody for joining here. Both the panel members, awesome group of Blue Tubers. So once again, make sure you subscribe to their channels. Everybody in the audience, people that were joining my stream and channel for the first time, tuning in, I really appreciate it. Anytime you can watch a video, once again, like, comment, totally helps out the channel. So if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you smash that like button before you get out of here. But for my channel, I'm posting almost every day, unboxings, reviews. But tomorrow, I do have a post-game show for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So I'm going to have a spoiler discussion, once again, with a couple other people. And yeah, we're just going to kind of go into deep spoilers on the movie, but have a fun time discussing that one. So that's going to be tomorrow night. So definitely turn on those notifications and tune in for that. But other than that, like I said, thanks again, everybody. And everybody, have a great night out there. And remember, make every day a movie day. So go watch some Spielberg movies.
Yay, Spielberg.
Bye,
Thanks,
all.
Mike.
Blue signs.
Bye.
Yay, Teddy Spielberg.